5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
And we're live from Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California. WBE presents NBA basketball on that 562 radio network. Hello, everybody. This is No Daigle, solo dolo on the broadcast tonight. KJY was busy doing quote-unquote other things. Tells me his priorities. So I'm on the mic, just the Dag tonight. We're finna vibe though. It's gonna be fun. I did not rush to get here at all. The game is not tipped off yet because the Grizzlies Heat game went a little long. Apparently Jaw just hit a shot at the buzzer. So that's sick. We'll have to watch the highlights of that later. But tonight I'm gonna try and get myself together here because tonight this has the potential. Okay, no hyperbole whatsoever. This has the potential, and if you guys hear wind, I apologize because this is Long Beach, California, and it's windy. We're by the sea. If this game lives up to even a quarter of the hype it has developed, it'll be a phenomenal basketball game. The hype that has brewed is just, it is so potent at this point. I can't even properly describe it. Tonight we have the Golden State Warriors, the 44-31 Golden State Warriors, going up against the 46-29 Los Angeles Lakers. Of course, if you do the math there, the Lakers are 2 games ahead of the Golden State Warriors in the loaded Western Conference. That really, even at this late of a stage in the season, has so much movement that can be had. I mean, the Lakers could potentially slide down to 6. The Warriors could get up to 3. I mean, there's just all these teams who are in the middle. The Grizzlies, the Rockets could slide. The Nuggets are sliding. Everything is going on right now. The only team that is solidified in the Western Conference right now is the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have a comfortable probably 12, 13 game lead at this point, I believe. And they're showing the highlights on TNT right now of that Grizzlies game, so we'll be able to see something on that jaw buzzer beater. But as far as the Lakers and Warriors go in specific, we'll start with the hometown Lakers, who are rolling out their usual starting lineup with Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes. This is the front end of a back-to-back for the Lakers. They're playing New Orleans, I believe, tomorrow night. I'm going to double check on that just in case, but while I'm looking at that, I believe they're playing New Orleans tomorrow night. So still, the Lakers cannot, tomorrow night at 7:30, the Lakers will be playing the Pelicans at home. But that is, I mean, the schedule for the Lakers down the stretch here has been absolutely brutal. So the fact that they've been able to not only just stay above water, but do even more, moving up in the standings, as last night with Denver lost back-to-back against Minnesota in that what was, I mean, terrible for the Nuggets, but what was an unbelievable game against the Timberwolves, a game that I was supposed to do, but the winds here in Long Beach on Tuesday night were about 69 miles an hour. Okay, so there was no way I was going to be able to do it. The whole computer would have blown over, honestly. Now, even though that was a great game and I would have loved to have called it, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would have been out here till like 11 o'clock and I would have been in absolute disarray. I wouldn't have eaten yet or anything because I don't take care of myself. But that's another thing. That's another thing. The T-Wolves beat the Nuggets on Tuesday, and then the Nuggets pulled a Lakers. Remember a couple weeks ago when the Lakers just sat all their guys against the Bucks in the middle of that 6 games in 8 days stretch. The Nuggets pulled the Lakers and did the exact same thing. On back-to-back, I'm sure they weren't planning on doing that, but the fact that that Timberwolves game went to double overtime and Jokic went for 60, 10, and 10 and had to, play 50 some odd minutes. I mean, I'm sure Mike Malone didn't like having to sit his guys against the Spurs last night, but he did just that, and the Spurs were able to come away with a victory against the Nuggets' second unit. So the Nuggets have lost back-to-back games, and the Lakers have jumped over them in the Western Conference standings. Now, that is, it's not as we're looking at the Jaw buzzer beater, and he rimmed it in. Oh my gosh, he rattled it in. Jaw hit a step back 1-footer at the free throw line over Khalil Ware and rimmed it in, and then he schlatted. He's going to get fined for that. Jaw is, and we'll get back to this Laker game in a second, but I just need to say something on that. Jaw is maybe the most ignorant superstar in the history of the league, and Allen Iverson played in this league. Jaw is so unbelievably ignorant, but he's so unbelievably talented. The fact that the other day, and I know it's stupid that the NBA is investigating this, he did like finger guns or whatever to Buddy Hield or something the other day against the Warriors. Did like pow pow or whatever. He's so, God bless him, right? I hope he figures it out. I hope somebody gets in his ear. But the fact that he's so dumb that and that's not even in like an offensive way, that's just straight up, right? The fact that he's so not in reality, that he literally got suspended a couple years ago for pulling a gun on IG Live, and then he's going to decide, oh, as a celebration, I'm going to pretend to shoot guns at the opposition. Like, dumb. And then now tonight when he hits that buzzer beater, he does it. He freaking schlats on the camera. So, God bless Jaw. He is beyond ignorant though, beyond ignorant. But for the Lakers, okay, let's get back to that because that was a nice shot by Jaw. I actually was coincidentally enough, I was at the Pelicans Grizzlies game in New Orleans last year. Jaw's comeback game from that gun suspension. And that's the last time he hit a buzzer beater was in that game. We were all rooting for the Pelicans, obviously, because we were at a Pelicans home game. We were on a trip with one of my boys, and Jaw hit a flipping layup at the buzzer, and it was absolutely terrible. But it was also dope. And then he broke his hand like 4 or 5, 6 games later. So that's a bit of karma, I guess. But here we go. Back to the Lakers game. So that's the Lakers situation. The Lakers right now, if they win tonight, they're technically tied, I believe, with the Nuggets right now. We're going to go ahead and look up the actual standings just to get that 100% straight. So the Lakers are tied the Lakers have a game in hand right now. So depending on what happens with this game tonight, the Nuggets could go back in front of the Lakers. Or no, I think the Lakers, the Lakers still have a game in hand even after tonight. The Lakers are 46-29, so if they lose tonight, they'll be 46-30. The Nuggets are 47-30. So the Lakers still have a game in hand even after tonight. But the Lakers are ahead on percentage points right now. And if they win tonight, they'll go a full game up on Denver. While Golden State is 2 games back of both LA and Denver in the standings right now. The Warriors are 44-31. The T-Wolves are right behind them as well, tied with the Clippers and tied with the Grizzlies. So we have a 3-way tie in that 6, 7, 8 spot between Minnesota, Los Angeles, the Clippers that is, and Memphis. And then we have the Warriors just a half game above those 3 teams and just 2 games back of the 3 spot. So the Warriors are half a game ahead of the 8. And only 2 games back of the 3. So that's just how clustered the Western Conference is right now. It is just, the Rockets seem pretty steady right there at the 2 spot right now. They've clinched the postseason, guaranteed. They will be in the postseason. They will not play in the play-in. But everything else is totally up for grabs. I mean, 1 2-game losing streak, 1 3-game winning streak. I mean, it could change the whole your whole positioning in the playoffs. Now for the Warriors, they're running this lineup of Steph Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler, the third, and Draymond Green. This starting lineup is 12-0 for the Golden State Warriors. Since that Jimmy trade, I believe the Warriors are 19-2 or 19-4, something like that. they have been unstoppable. The only time they looked mortal in that time, both of these teams, by the way, are 3-2 in their last 5, but the Warriors have won 3 in a row. The Lakers have won 2 in a row. The only time the Warriors looked totally outclassed was, ironically, when they went back to Miami in what was Jimmy Butler's quote-unquote homecoming game. They got absolutely shellacked. So, otherwise, this Warriors team has looked unbelievable, and nobody wants to face them in the playoffs right now. As it stands, with the Warriors right around that area, the Warriors would play the Nuggets in the first round, and the Lakers would play the Timberwolves in the first round. Now, that could easily change. If you're a Lakers fan, you probably want to play Memphis, maybe Minnesota. I don't think anybody wants to play this Warriors team in a playoff scenario right now. That's for darn sure. I'm going to make sure I'm recording and everything. I sure hope I am. I hope my mic's on. My mic's on. Okay, that's good. We're vibing. I'm going to refresh the score because it's about to get tipped off. We're going to see if it does it by itself. The Lakers win the tip. We're here in action at Crypto.com Arena. SAP en Espanol if you want to do that on TNT Sports. Okay? But I don't have Espanol mode. I can just speak in a Spanish accent. Here's LeBron backing down Pajemski. They're running through LeBron to start. Quick pass to Austin in the corner for 3, and he cans it. Lakers are on the board first. First three-pointer of the game is brought to you by absolutely nobody. Here's Steph Curry coming up the right side. Steph went 12 for 20 from three-point range the other night. Can he be absolutely unbelievable again tonight? Here's Pajemski, lefty, for 3. Got it. So the Warriors match the Lakers with threes. We're knotted up at 3. 50 seconds down here in the first. Here's Austin Reeves bringing it up the right side. Wants to get it to Luka, who's posting up on Moody. Now Luka outside on the left wing. Flings it over to Hachimura. Ripped through by Rui. Pass to the corner. Reeves, a corner 3 on the other side. Cans that one as well. So Austin's made both threes from both corners. Quickly back on defense are the Lakers. The Warriors look to push. Pajemski decides to lean back. Pops it over to Butler. Butler in the corner. Jab step. Drive on LeBron. Kicks it over to Moody in the other corner. Moody. Nice jab step. Got a step on Reeves. Missed the layup, though. Austin Reeves corrals the rebound. Here's Austin. Quick outlet to LeBron. LeBron with a head of steam down the middle. Flips it over to Luka. Luka, left-handed layup. Good. 8-3 Los Angeles. The Warriors want to go fast. Here's Steph bringing up the floor. Steph pump fakes on a 3. Gets it to Pajemski instead. His second 3 of the game, and he flushes it. So 2 for 2 from downtown is Pajemski to start off. Not a potent three-point shooter at all. Only 35.5% on the year. But he knocks down his first 2. Here's Hachimura. Couldn't make a move on Pajemski, so decides to pump it back out to Reeves. On the left side, he gets it back to Hachimura. Has the mismatch on Curry. Decides to face up on him. Jab, step, drive. Step back jumper in the corner by Rui. Nice short-range jumper from Rui Hachimura. He cans it. Puts the Lakers up by 4. 10-6 early on here. 2 minutes down in the first. Here's Moody for 3. And he cans that one. 3-point barrage here for Golden State. All 3 of their buckets have come from downtown. It's 10-9 LA. 9:42 here in the first. Here's Luka driving on Moody. Luka drives. Luka, no foul call, but Jackson Hayes with the emphatic putback jam. Jackson has been muddled the past couple games. I don't know what defensive schemes people have been throwing at the Lakers, but it's totally taken Jackson Hayes out of the offensive scheme. Here's Pajemski, another 3, and he flushes that one home. Pajemski, the Santa Clara kid, has just knotted this game up at 12, and he's knocked down 3 threes in a row. That ball goes out of bounds. Who's it off of, though? It's off of Pajemski, and Luka will take it out next to the Warriors bench. Steve Kerr looks on with a star-studded coaching staff. Jerry Stackhouse on his left, Terry Stotts on his right. J.J. Redick, of course, the opposing head coach. Many comparisons when the Lakers made the move to hire J.J. Redick to the Warriors hiring of Steve Kerr many years ago. Here's Luka on the left wing, and Redick has done phenomenal, just as Kerr did in his first season. Jackson Hayes offensive board off the Luka miss. LeBron now has it, lobs it down low to Hachimura, misses himself, but gets his own board and just puts it in with one hand. Rui Hachimura, always emphatic with those one-handed jams right next to the hoop, and he puts the Lakers back up by 2. They already have 3 offensive boards in this game. Curry drives, dishes it out to Moody. Corner 3. Off the side of the board. Luka comes up with the rebound. Luka, quick outlet to Austin. Austin, transition 3. Well short, rebound Pajemski. Here's Potts, quick outlet to Butler. Butler on the right side, one-on-one with Hayes. Will he take advantage of the mismatch here? No, decides to hand it off to Moody. Takes the screen from Butler, who now is one-on-one with Hayes. Moody's going to look to work. Pops it out to Pajemski. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Brandon. Brandon with an eye. Drives. Floats out on the corner. No good. Rebound, Luka. Ooh, Luka wanted to go with one of those full-court passes. Couldn't find the seam, though. Gets it to LeBron on the post. He's one-on-one with Moody. No double. Decides to pop it out to Rui. Quick pass to Austin. Now to Luka outside. He got popped, but they didn't call a foul. Rui gets the offensive board off the carom, and he drains a three. The Luka shot was so errant, it came hard off the front iron and just popped straight out to Rui for the easy three. Draymond tried to slip to Curry on a back cut, and Curry was a little too slow on the entry pass, and it's a turnover on Golden State. High-paced action here to start off here at Crypto. Los Angeles leads 17-12. This game really... Now, the Lakers have already won the season series. They've won all 3 of these games. Now, all 3 of them were great games, especially 2 of them. That Christmas Day game was unbelievable. Rui just missed a corner 3, rebound to Pajemski. That Christmas Day game is one of the best games of the year, still even at this point. Here's Butler in the short corner, trying to do some dribble moves on Rui. Nearly lost his dribble, hands it off to Curry. Curry still hasn't gotten a shot off in these opening 4.5 minutes. Curry pump fake on Rui. Rui fell for it. Curry now pops out to Green, to Moody, right wing, 3 ball. Back iron, no good. Curry comes up with the offensive board, fresh 14. Moody, nice jab step drive, jammed it on Austin Reeves, and that's a poster and a half from Moses Moody. Austin tried to get in there for the charge, and he ended up on Slam Magazine. Unbelievable jam from Moses Moody. And man, they could have called that a charge. It's a very close call. I think Austin... I don't think Austin thought Moses was going to go for the poster. And at the very last second, Austin just slipped his shoulder, his right shoulder, so it got him out of position enough to call the block. So we have a timeout on the floor. Moses Moody just put. Oh, here's the situation now. It wasn't just a timeout on the floor. JJ Redick is challenging the call. JJ Redick has decided to challenge the call. We're going to see a closer replay here. I'll be back in just a second because this is probably going to take a while for the officials to get done because it was a very close call. Austin was out of the restricted area, but it looked like he leaned to the left just a little bit when seeing Moody coming to fly in. Austin seemed to move his left side just a little bit to kind of move out of the way, and so we'll see if there's enough evidence to overturn this call. Regardless, Austin Reeves just went viral, and not for the good reasons. The Lakers are still up. It's 17-14 as it stands. We'll see if they end up overturning this call. 7:01 left here in the first. We'll be back in just a second. Holy cow. Anybody who's watching this right now, I appreciate you. I'm not doing this for people to watch, but the fact that you're watching, that's dope. I don't know how anything works on YouTube. So I guess you're just supposed to leave a like or something. So do that. I'm really just doing this to get taped to send in to people, for a job. But if I end up getting views or whatever, cool. Anybody who's watching this right now, smash that like button. Smash that like button right now. Hulk smash that like button right now. And if we get freaking 12 likes, I'll do a cartwheel. You won't be able to see it, but you'll hear it. I don't know if I'm going to do that actually, but that's the vibe. Usually during the commercial breaks, I just talk mess. So nothing really happened today, though, and they're already back. So the guy's saying the thing on the thing, but I can't hear it because I have it muted, obviously, because I'm a professional broadcaster, and because I don't want to get copyrighted on YouTube. So we're going to see what bro ends up saying. If JJ ends up losing this challenge right here, that's going to be tough. The Lakers are going to be without a challenge for the rest of the game, which is not what you want. This is a packed house. Should I get back into professional broadcasting right now? I'm going to wait because I have a point that I want to make as a professional broadcaster, but I'm not in professional broadcaster mode right now because it's commercial. So I kind of need to wait. But yeah, I just pray that I stay warm. Because it's freaking cold out here. I got my gloves if I need them, but I'm definitely not going to wear them because I'm not, I don't know, I'm weird. But also I got thin blood because I'm born and raised Long Beach, California. We have no blood. Our blood is thin as flip. My hands turn purple when it's 60 degrees outside. That's probably actually an issue. And Jared Vanderbilt's birthday. Happy birthday, Vando. Just see that on the Jumbotron right now. So we're going to see. And it was a successful challenge. Back into professional broadcaster mode. Successful challenge for the Lakers. JJ Redick wins the challenge. So the poster will remain immortal. But the bucket will be taken off the scoreboard. And that's such a bummer in a weird way. Even if I'm sure the Lakers are obviously happy about the call being overturned. But the poster is now essentially negated. The Lakers win the challenge. And they have possession now here with Austin Reeves on the right wing. Here's LeBron making a move. Cross-court pass to Rui. Quickly flips it over to Luka. Luka driving. One of those patented no-look passes out to Reeves, who couldn't get a shot off before the shot clock expired. So it's a turnover on the other end by Los Angeles. We had a couple subs in that timeout. We'll go ahead and get those to you in just a second here. Let's go ahead and refresh this so I can see exactly what's going on. Dorian Finney-Smith just checked into the game for Jackson Hayes. Sorry, I just had a stroke right there. As the Warriors score on the other end with Steph Curry. So Curry's on the board now with a nice little layup. Santos is in for the Warriors, as well as Jonathan Kuminga, who missed the last game against Memphis, but is back tonight. A phenomenal no-look pass behind his head to LeBron, who quickly flips it over to Rui. He misses the three. Offensive board, Austin. Austin gets it back out to LeBron with a fresh 14. Now to Austin in the corner. Another three. No good. Rebound, Kuminga. The Warriors didn't eat Kuminga that last game. They still won. They beat the Grizzlies to move up the standings even further. Here's Curry. Pops it out to Kuminga. Kuminga driving. Euro step. Left-handed layup. Good. 17-16 Los Angeles now. 5:40 left in the first. LeBron bringing it up the floor. Trying to size up Kuminga. Flips it over to Austin. Ooh, Austin faked a deep three. Instead gets it to Doe. Finney-Smith, who was phenomenal in the Lakers' last game against Houston. Him and Gabe Vincent, really the reasons why the Lakers were able to win that game. LeBron pulls up on Curry's head. Can't get it to go. Offensive board, Luka. Luka, no-look pass to Austin. Three ball. Got it, but LeBron's on the floor. Austin just made a three, but LeBron is on the floor in immense pain. Turnover by the Warriors. LeBron's still on the floor on the other side, and they call a foul. LeBron is in serious pain on the other side. And from what I saw in the quick pace of it all, I really just hope he got hit down low. LeBron, when he was cutting through the lane, we're going to have to see a replay here. LeBron, at least live, when he was cutting through the lane, it looked like he got cross-checked a little bit, and you just hope that he got the wind knocked out of him because he is in serious pain on the floor. Maybe not pain, but serious discomfort right now. So I really just got to hope that he got hit in the lowers. Because even though that is one of the most painful feelings a guy can have. Oh, and it does. Jonathan Kuminga's knee looks to go into the midsection. And by the midsection, oh, yep, that's not fun. By the midsection, I mean the jewels of the king. And he's just going to need a second to walk this off. Even though that is one of the most painful feelings a man can withstand, thankfully, it's not too long-lasting. It is not like an everlasting gobstopper. It is more like a... What's the opposite of everlasting gobstopper where it's a candy that goes away really quick? I don't know. But we went to commercial now. We'll be back here in just a second. Lakers lead, not by much though, here at the Crypt. That is freaking awful. Imagine getting hit in nards. Not a vibe. I didn't just burp at all. You didn't even hear that. 140 views. What? That just means people clicked on it, right? That's not real. Any of the 4 people who are watching this right now, which one of them is technically me because I have it on in the background to make sure everything's running smoothly, shout out. Shout out you. I'm going to guess your guys' names are Derek, Jonathan, and Jose. If I'm right, then sweet. If I'm wrong, then sweet. Oh, and the Laker girls are out there. The Laker girls. I was talking with my mom the other day about how much these cheerleaders get paid, and apparently, which I was very shocked, the Laker girls are not the highest paid cheerleaders in the league. How? They're the Laker girls. How are they not the highest paid? I forgot who she said was. I think it was like Philly or something. Philly or, yeah, I think it was Philly. Which is like, who thinks of the Philly's cheerleader? I mean, like, that's not a thing. Like, how are the Laker girls not getting, like, hella money? I don't know. But also, they're probably dating, like, freaking hella rich guys because they're all hot, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think they really need the money. Even though, if you've heard me on these broadcasts before, you know what I mean? God bless these women. You know what I mean? They're working hard, you know? They're the Laker girls. It should be filled with all 10s. I'll just say this right now. It's not. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not going to say who or what. I'll just say this. The hottest girl is a fake blonde. The hottest girl in the Laker girls is fake blonde. Is that Trinity Rodman? Okay, that's either Trinity Rodman in the stands right now, or it's her frickin' doppelganger. But she's not courtside or nothing. She's like in the actual stands. But they're showing her hella long, so it's got to be Trinity Rodman. And I never thought I'd say that about Dennis Rodman's daughter, but she's fine as hell. Professional broadcaster Mona Gage. Back here at the crypt, Lakers up 2016, 5:07 left here in the first. LeBron James will take a breather after losing his breath, getting popped in the midsection by Jonathan Kuminga's outstretched knee. As Gabe Vincent checks into the game for his first minutes, as we were saying before, Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent are the guys who won that game for the Lakers against Houston. Just phenomenal from outside in that game. Here's Luka one-on-one. Nice hard screen from Vincent to create separation. Luka only has 5 seconds on the shot clock now, though. He has to pass it down low to Vando, who kicks it out to Gabe. Gabe's not going to be able to get a shot off, and it's a turnover on the Lakers. Just a lot of butterfingers there on that possession from Los Angeles. Golden State will bring it back the other way. JJ not happy with the offense there, especially coming out of a timeout. 4:43 left here in the first. Out there on the floor for Golden State, Curry, Santos, Green, Kuminga, and Buddy Hield. Curry drives and scores in the lane for his second layup of the game. Still hasn't shot a three. So I guess the Lakers will take that if you think about it. Keep Curry off the line and they could win this game. Luka, nice little turnaround step back. Couldn't get it to fall. Kuminga ends up with the board. Here comes Jonathan. Gets it to Santos. Santos over to Hield. Nice little pump fake from Hield. Drives. Finds the cutting Santos. Throws it up. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. And that's Luka's first complaint to the official of the game. And that Luka complaint is brought to you by KPT, Kevin's Personal Training. Support local businesses. If you want to learn more, search it on Facebook. I'm not getting paid for that at all. That's just one of the homies. You know what I mean? But we made a joke. We made an agreement that the first time Luka complains about a call, I will plug his brand. So that's fire. 20-18. Santos is at the line. Knocks down the first one. He can tie this game here. Draymond Green was just rewarded Defensive Player of the Month in the Western Conference. He, if I'm not mistaken, is the odds-on favorite, at least according to the betting scene, FanDuel, and all that stuff, to win Defensive Player of the Year. Which it's not like Draymond isn't a phenomenal defender, but with seasons like Dyson Daniels has had, and Evan Mobley on such a great team in Cleveland, and even, of course, Jaren Jackson Jr. is always there. Of course, Victor Wembanyama would have almost certainly run away with the award if it wasn't for the deep vein thrombosis he's dealing with right now. Santos knocked down both free throws to knot this game up at 20. Luka's doing a lot of work at the half-court line. They just killed nearly 20 seconds off the shot clock. Luka finally drives, and he scores. So Luka had to do a lot of ISO work by himself right there, and he just made it happen. 22-20, Los Angeles. Now, the Warriors are going to win this game if they keep on forcing Luka and LeBron into ISO ball. Step back three from Curry. His first three of the game is no good. Rebound, Jared Vanderbilt. Gets it to Vincent, who quickly slides it back to Luka. Luka one-on-one with Santos. Luka step back three. No good. Offensive board, Vando. Can he come up with it? Yes, he can. Pops out to Doe. Finney-Smith, 3-ball, no good. Kuminga and Santos fight for the board. Teammates come up with it, and Kuminga finally gets it. They nearly turned that ball over because both of them ran into each other trying to get the board. Here's Curry on the left side. Curry pump fakes a 3. He's tripped by Vanderbilt, and they'll call a foul. 9 minutes down here in the first. Lakers lead 22-20. Steph Curry, of course, coming off a 52-point performance against Memphis, one of his best games of the season. And he just seems to be getting better and better as the season goes on, which a guy of his age, with how much he moves around and everything, you'd think that it would be the opposite. You'd think he'd begin to fatigue as the season goes on, but he has been great as of recent. Kuminga lines up a 3 and drains it. And the Warriors have, I believe, their first lead of the game. Luka gets fouled immediately, crossing half court by Kuminga, and Kuminga is very upset with the call. Luka, pretty clean-shaven, was developing a pretty heavy beard, and he trimmed a lot of it off before this game. LeBron now checks back in with 2:42 left here in the first. Here's Vanderbilt. Quickly hands it off to Luka. Luka one-on-one with Quentin Post. Drives, hangs, no good. Doesn't get the foul call, and he just stands there looking at the officials. Here's a quick outlet to Podziemski. Luka gets back on defense. Podziemski flips it over to Hield, being really pressed by Vincent. Podziemski falls off the ball, and they call a foul on Finney-Smith, and Podziemski may have just gotten hit and down low. Podziemski is writhing in pain right now, and he's grabbing the area that you don't want to be grabbing as a male, the area that LeBron was just grabbing a matter of minutes ago. And whatever's in the air here in the crypt right now, it's not good for the men's lower extremities. And Pods is able to shake it off much faster than LeBron was able to. Let's see right here what ended up happening. And Luka's knee went up into Podziemski. So 2 knees have hit guys in the lower area. And now Luka just got hit in the head. What is going on here? Quentin Post was trying to set a screen on Luka, and he just popped him straight in the skull. So that's an illegal screen on Post, who has been a bit of a revelation for the Warriors. Has been a great, I believe he was the pick right after Bronny in the draft this year, and he's just been a great stretch 5 for the Warriors coming off the bench, even starting in spots. But he gets called for the offensive foul there. Here's Vincent, spot up 3, no good, rebound Kuminga. So both Finney-Smith and Vincent, who were integral in the Lakers' win against Houston the other night, have both missed their opening shots. Kuminga drived and got fouled by LeBron, so he'll go to the line for 2. And he comes up a little limp. He's shaking it off pretty quickly, though. 2:01 left here in the first. Warriors lead by 1, 23-20. They can make it 3 here with these free throws. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like the game was starting off pretty fast, and it's gotten slow fast. Just been a lot of fouls and a lot of guys laying on the floor. Kuminga misses the first free throw. Jimmy Butler checks back into the game, and yes, that is Trinity Rodman. A lot of the U.S. women's national team was out on the floor before the game. Apparently, they're showing that right now. They have a friendly, it looks like, against Brazil coming up soon. Trinity Rodman is an absolute stud, by the way. Kuminga knocks down the second free throw to put Golden State up by 2. I don't know anything about women's football. I follow the men's game much more. But I do know Trinity Rodman's a stud. And she's like the same age as me, so she's an absolute stud. Here's Austin Reeves. Looking to facilitate at the top of the key, gets it to LeBron. LeBron makes his move on the undersized Podziemski. Great double by Post. Causes LeBron to pop back out. He's now backing up Podziemski again. Left-handed floater, no good. Vanderbilt with the tap, couldn't get it to go. Rebound Podziemski. Quick outlet to Kuminga on the left side. Kuminga gets it to Butler. Driving. Nearly turns it over. Flips it over to Kuminga. Pops out to Podziemski. A lot of quick passing here for the Warriors. Hield ends up shooting a 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound LeBron. A lot of panicked passing for the Warriors. I'm surprised they didn't turn it over on that possession. Almost ended in a bucket for Hield. 24-22. LeBron looking to tie this game up or possibly take the lead. Here's Vanderbilt in the corner for the lead. No good. Rebound Hield. Nearly poked away by Reeves. Hield maintains possession. Closing in on a minute left here in the first. Here's Buddy. Buddy pops over to Kuminga. LeBron's daring him to shoot a three. He doesn't. Decides to get it over to Butler, who is one-on-one with Vincent in the short corner. Butler has a great size advantage. Decides to get it to Hield, though. Hield one-on-one with Vanderbilt. Vando all over him, and he just got popped in the face on an elbow. Offensive foul on Buddy Hield. And Robert Horry on the sideline laughing at Hield, complaining about the call. .50 seconds left here in the first. Here's Reeves bringing it up the floor. 5 first-quarter turnovers for Golden State. They still lead, though. The Lakers haven't scored in the past 3 minutes of game time. Here's Reeves. He's going to look to change that right now with a nice little midi. No good. Well short. Just didn't seem to have the feel for the ball there. Post comes up with the board. Here's Kuminga coming up the right side. One-on-one with Reeves. Gets it over to Podziemski. Back to Kuminga. Kuminga, a couple jab steps. Now decides to drive. Floats it with the right. No good. Offensive board Post, who's fouled by Hachimura on the offensive board. So the shot clock is off now. And the Warriors are now in the bonus. And Post will go to the line. So he can extend this Warriors lead to 4. But the Lakers will have the opportunity at the last shot here, if they so please. Post knocks down that first free throw to make it 25-22. Put himself on the board for the evening. Draymond Green will check back into the game for these final 20 seconds for defensive purposes. As we said, the odds-on favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. I was somewhat surprised to hear that. As Post knocks down that second free throw. But I don't know. I don't know how surprising it is. If Wembanyama would have been the easy victor at this point, it's kind of just who reaches the 65-game limit. Austin gets it up the timeline. He has 10 seconds to work with now. He's being really pressured by Podziemski. Nobody's coming to help him. Finally, Vincent does. Here's Reeves. Step back three, right wing, air ball, rebound Post, and he just bobbles it before time expires. So not a great offensive possession to end the quarter for the Lakers. The Warriors will take a 4-point lead going into the second. They lead 26-22 in this highly anticipated matchup. The cheapest ticket here at Crypto tonight was near $400 to sit in the bleeds. This game better be good. 26-22 as we head to the second. Warriors lead by 4. See, I'm so bad at checking the chat. I don't know how to do YouTube. I'm so bad at it. But people are in the chat. This guy's from the Bahamas. CJ Mob. Stud. Are you a fan? Do you know Michael Thompson? I know Michael Thompson is an absolute legend in the Bahamas. Or maybe you guys hate him. Who knows? Maybe he did something back in the day that you guys didn't like. Shout out to the Bahamas. Javier Sanchez. Was that one of the names I guessed? Did I guess one of your guys' names was Javier? Because I know I said 3 names. But I don't know if I said you. I don't know if I said Javier. Baker just smashed the like button. Thank you, Baker. If you didn't smash it, it's not real. I need to make sure it was fully smashed. Okay? I didn't say Javier. See, but I was. What did I say? Did I say Jose or something? I said something close. It was totally random. But yeah. Who do you like to win the NCAA championship? I do not care. That's just straight up right there. I have not watched a single game. I've not watched a single game, but I don't want Duke. That's for sure. I know I don't want Duke because Blue Bloods, no. This guy just took a picture with the hottest Laker girl. Shout out to him. Shout out to him right here. Who's even in? It's all chalk, right? If Auburn's in there, I want Auburn to win for Charles Barkley. NCAA tournament. I care way more about the women's this year, to be totally honest. I want UCLA to win because Lauren Betts is a dog. Let's see. what the flippin' schedule is for this. It's Florida, Auburn, Houston, Duke. Yeah, I want Auburn. Maybe Houston, though, because Phi Slamma Jamma never won, right? Didn't they not win? Didn't they lose to NC State in the only time they could have won? Am I making that up? That was way back in the day. Back in my day. No, that's back in your day, Baker. But yeah. I'm way more invested in the women's at this point. I was hoping so bad, but Juju, of course, got hurt. I was hoping that it would have been so sick if we would have gotten USC, UCLA in the Final Four, because that's what it would have ended up being, right, in the Final Four, I think. But Paige Becker's just absolutely destroyed USC. I mean, it was like NCAA women's. Give me the women's March Madness. It's Texas, South Carolina, UConn, UCLA. Dude, I want UCLA so bad. Frick UConn, bro. Like, do we really need UConn winning more? Texas would be pretty sweet, too, I guess. South Carolina is just absolutely... I mean, they're low-key UConn at this point with how freaking good they've been. Okay, back here, professional broadcaster mode. Second quarter underway here at the Crypt. Brandon Pajemski has the ball. He's being pounded by LeBron. Quickly gets it to Moody. Jordan Goodwin's now in the game with his Batman face mask. R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Here's Moody driving. Tries to get it to somebody. Got it to nobody, and it ends up going out of bounds. Moody was just trying to find some room to work with down low, and he just errantly passed it out, and it ended up going out of bounds. Jordan Goodwin with the hair back tonight. He's got the cornrows in. So he's out there for the Lakers right now, along with Austin Reeves, Jackson Hayes, LeBron James, and Rui Hachimura. Here's Hayes at the free throw line. A bunch of pivot moves. Decides to pop it back out to LeBron at the top of the key, who drives, but him and Hayes have terrible miscommunication. LeBron wanted to hit Hayes in the post. Hayes decided to dive instead, and it ended up going out of bounds. Out there for the Warriors right now as Pajemski drives, pops it out to Post. A deep three for Quentin Post at the top of the key. That's well short, but it bounced back out to Pajemski. Butler's on the floor. Post is on the floor. Pajemski, Moody, and Green. Draymond corner three. Speaking of Green, that's way off. Rebound Jordan Goodwin, who, as we've said on many Lakers broadcasts thus far, has been a revelation coming out of the G League for the Lakers. Has become a real rotational player for this team. Nearly a second consecutive LeBron turnover, but Jackson Hayes corralled it. Rui, step back jumper at the free throw line. Mid-range magic for Rui, no. He's usually knocked down from there, but just didn't have his balance. Draymond Green floats it down low to Butler, but it's intercepted by Goodwin. So 2 straight steals for Jordan Goodwin. Pretty sloppy start to the second quarter for both teams. Here's LeBron on the right side. Moving to the corner, one-on-one with Post. He got it tapped out. LeBron... Quinn Post was begging to the officials that it hit off LeBron last, and LeBron just laughed in his face, and Post walked away. Here's Jackson Hayes on the inbound. Hands it off to LeBron. LeBron one-on-one with Post again, and LeBron is all over him. Quick pass to Rui. Touch pass to Goodwin in the corner. Nice pump fake. Got Green to fly by. Mid-range corner shot from Goodwin is no good. Rebound Pajemski. Pods rocking the all-pink shoes. I believe this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that may be a reason why there. Here's Post. Forgive my ignorance. Here's Post, one-on-one with Hayes in the post, and he made the post his post right there. Quentin Post in the post. Got a nice little right-handed jump hook and threw it over Jackson Hayes' head. The Lakers have missed 11 straight field goals. They have not looked good to open this quarter. LeBron James at the top of the key. He's still at half court with 8 seconds on the shot clock. He hasn't made his move yet. Finally gets it to Reeves. Fakes a couple jab steps. He pops it over Pajemski. Can't get the shot to go, but he was fouled. So the Warriors really bail out the Lakers there. With 3 seconds on the shot clock, Pajemski fouled Reeves on the 3, and he'll go to the line for a trio. A lot of the Lakers stars last game against Houston didn't have their best games as Austin knocks down that first free throw. And like we said, Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent really were there to save the day. But if the Lakers want to win this game tonight, I mean, the stars are going to have to show up. You can't expect, even though you love it, you can't expect, a Gabe Vincent or a Dorian Finney-Smith to combine for 40 some odd points every single night. Austin knocked down that second free throw. He's now lining up for the third. Can he go 3 for 3 from the line? No, he can't. That last one rattled out. Draymond Green came up at the board, and he gallops up the floor. Faked a pass and airballed the shot. That was some classic Draymond Green right there. Here's LeBron. LeBron quickly up the left side. Cross-court pass to Rui, and it flops off his hands and out of bounds. So it just has not been a good start for the Lakers here to open the quarter. Luka on the bench. Here's Podziemski. Driving with his right hand. He gets fouled by Goodwin on the floor. Goodwin's playing push-off. The official's not even looking at him. So since Jimmy Butler joined the Warriors, they're 19-5. Since Luka joined the Lakers, they're 18-10. Now, Luka's numbers are far superior to Jimmy Butler's, but arguably Butler's impact on this Warriors has been even greater than Luka's on the Lakers. Step back 3 for Podziemski. Couldn't get that one to go. He was perfect from downtown before that shot. 3 minutes down here in the second quarter. Beautiful behind the back move from Reeves. Drives, kicks it out to LeBron. Wide open 3. His first of the game. Got it. His second of the game, I believe, excuse me. He canned that one. Lakers now down by just 1. They finally get off the schneid here in the second quarter. As far as field goals go. That was LeBron's first bucket of the game. Here's Butler on the right side, one-on-one with James. Marquee matchup there. Pass it out to Podziemski. Floater with the left hand. Tried to go off glass. Couldn't get it to go. Post gets blocked by Hachimura on the offensive board, but it pops out to Podziemski. Pods will have a second chance at 3. Got it. 31-27 Golden State now. Pods has 4 threes made in the opening 16 minutes. The Lakers have crashed that offensive glass, though. They have 8 compared to the Warriors' 4. Here's LeBron. Gets it down low to Jackson. Jump hook from Hayes. Couldn't get the rattle. Off of Goodwin. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors' ball. .802 left here in the second quarter. 31-27 Golden State. Jimmy Butler, wearing number 10 now, all of a sudden became the third. I don't know when that happened. I'm sure he explained it. I'll have to look that up later because I've been confused as to why he's all of a sudden the third, as if he wasn't the third always. But maybe it's a fresh scenery. He wanted to change it up a little bit. The third is driving right now, kicks it out to Moody in the corner, who now goes down low, pops it to Podziemski. Podziemski at the right elbow, gets it to a cutting Butler. Nice shot over the outstretched arm of Hayes. Got the little hook to go, puts the Warriors up by 6. 7:30 left here in the second. Here's James coming up the left side. Pops it back out to Finney-Smith. He's wide open for 3. Can't get the rattle. Hayes jumped over Green. Couldn't get the back tap, though. Post comes up with the board. Draymond quick outlet to Jimmy Butler on the right wing. One-on-one with Luka. Jimmy got a step. Left-handed layup is good. Luka had no chance on defense there. Jimmy puts the Warriors up by a game-high 8. The Lakers have only made 1 field goal in these opening 5 minutes of the quarter. Luka's one-on-one with Post. He's going to look to change that now. Puts it up. Got the foul. Couldn't get the bucket. He'll go to the line for 2. I need to see these numbers really quick to see exactly what's going on right now. LeBron's got 3. Luka's got 4. Austin's led the way with 11 points thus far for the Lakers. That has not been a great start for the Los Angeles Stars once again. There's a lot of chatting and chittering right now on the floor. I don't know what exactly it is. We have a timeout on the floor, though, so maybe we have a coach's challenge. I'd assume that's what's going on here because the anticlimactic nature of that. Luka never went to the line, and they ended up going to commercial. So that's the beauty of doing this remotely and watching a TV broadcast. The Lakers are down by 8 here at the Crypt. 35-27, the Warriors lead, in what is a huge game for playoff seeding. When we come back, Luka will be at the line, or maybe he won't. Warriors up by 8. My toes are going numb. My toes are going numb right there, right now. It's not that big a deal. Don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. Don't worry about it. Javier's got questions. I'm sorry, anybody who's watching this right now or listening to this and is asking questions. I'll answer them during when I'm done doing the commentator mode. You know what I'm saying? But this is like the most people I've ever had view a stream ever. So I don't even know how to deal with this. What is your favorite sports team? It's the Lakers. I'll give you my teams for every single thing. Basketball, Lakers. But I'm doing this. I'm trying to do this, Javier, as like I'm trying to broadcast as if I'm calling the game straight. You know what I mean? As if it's a national broadcast. I'm trying not to lean one way or the other. But I am a Lakers fan, so if you hear that at some point in the broadcast, that's why. But I try and keep it straight. And then baseball is the Angels, sadly. Absolute joke of a franchise, even though we've been pretty good to start off the season, but it means absolutely nothing. Football is the Colts, which is very random. There's a long story behind it, but I won't bore you with it. Hockey, I'm technically a Ducks fan, but it's the least loyal I am to any team. I'm French Canadian, so I'm just waiting for the Quebec Nordiques to get a team back. I'm just waiting for Quebec to get a team back so I can actually fully root for a team and have like emotional investment in it, because I really don't have any investment in the Ducks at all, even though I have all the notifications on for every game. So I'm a Ducks fan, but I'm not watching every game. You know what I'm saying? European football, Bayern München. I'm a huge European football fan. If I had to pick a Premier League team, it would probably be like, I don't know. I can't even pick that because it's not even real. MLS, it's probably the Galaxy because I grew up with the Galaxy, but obviously, I think the Galaxy won the MLS last year, right? Did they not? I think the Galaxy won, but LAFC is obviously good. And then I know LAFC just beat Inter Miami the other night. I think Messi was playing too, right? So that's actually a pretty big win for LAFC. But those are my teams. Yeah, those are my teams. I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm finna try and call this straight. You know what I'm saying? And then MJ or Kobe. It's Kobe. But that's a totally emotional response. Like, and I didn't watch MJ. I was born in 2001. Like, I maybe as an incoherent baby saw MJ on the Wizards on the TV. You know what I mean? Like, I never saw MJ play. So that's that. If there was, back into professional broadcaster mode, if there was a challenge, the Warriors lost it because Luka's at the line now. Usually they don't call timeouts before the guy shot the first free throw, so it makes me feel like the Warriors lost the challenge, but I guess we'll figure out later because I have to go off the vibe of the game because, of course, I haven't muted in order to not get copyrighted. Luka knocked down both free throws, though, so regardless, we're back to action here. A little less than 7 minutes left here in this first half. Here's Kevon Looney with his first minutes of the game. Pops out to Moody for a corner three, no good. Reeves couldn't get the board, though. Ends up in Santos' hands, who rolls off the Curry screen. Pops out to Kuminga. Nice jab step. A lot of interior offense from the Warriors right now, and a great kick out to Moody for an easy open three. That was great dribble penetration by the Warriors, by multiple players on the Warriors that possession, and it ended up with a wide open three for Moody, and he canned it. They're up by a game-high 9 now, 38-29, nearly halfway through this second. Here's Luka, slow and methodical with his dribble moves, floating right-handed, couldn't get it to go. Rebound Kuminga. And Luka's 2 for 9 to start off this game. It has not been pretty for Luka or LeBron to start. Kuminga drives, he scores with the left, and a foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Warriors are playing with a great pace right now, a great connectivity, while the Lakers are not looking together at all. Kuminga will try and go to the line to make this a 12-point game here with about 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Now, the Lakers have won, no matter what the result is tonight, have won the season series against the Warriors. So they have the tiebreaker in that situation, regardless of the result tonight. Kuminga can't convert the three-point play. That ball's tapped out. Who's it off of, though? Officials looking at each other. All of them are looking at each other, and they can't come up with a decision. They finally call it out on Kevon Looney. The furthest back official called it out, One official on the baseline didn't see it. Looked to the official on the sideline, didn't see it. And then they looked out to the guy who was out at half court, and he ended up calling it the Lakers' way. But now the Warriors will use their challenge. That's what it looks like, at least. Yes. The Warriors will now lose their challenge. Not lose. Use their challenge to see if that ball went out of bounds on Golden State. Obviously, the officials didn't really know. I'm sure the official in the back, had no idea what to do. He just pointed one way because he didn't have a clear look at the ball. He was out at half court. We're gonna see a couple replays here. Hopefully this is quick. I'm gonna stay with it here. And it looks like it went off LeBron. It looks like it went off of LeBron here. I'm still in professional broadcaster mode, so we're just gonna stay here. We're not gonna go to commercial. This commercial-free Coach's Challenge is brought to you by Ninja Blenders. Shout out to Ninja Blenders for making me all my smoothies and providing me with a great cup for water. Ninja Blenders. They get it done. That was a fake read. That wasn't a real read. And they just went to some in-stadium stuff. So I'm gonna stay with that as if we're professional broadcasting still, but I'm probably finna cut it out. And because I just said finna, I definitely will. Because obviously that's not something a professional broadcaster would say. Unless you want a professional broadcaster to be real. Then you could say that. Let's get a little update on what the box score is looking like right now as we're getting this challenge figured out. LeBron's got 3 points. He's only shot 3 field goals on the game. Luka's got 6. He's 2 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 3 from downtown. Austin Reeves has been the only somewhat efficient starter. He's got 11 points, 3 boards, 1 assist. He's 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown. Finney Smith has yet to score, and Vincent has yet to score. While for the Warriors, it's been quiet as well for their star Steph Curry. He's only 2 of 3 from the floor, and those were both layups down low. He has not made a 3 yet. He's only been able to shoot 1. He's got 4 points. Jonathan Kuminga has 8. Pajemski is the leading scorer in the game right now with 12. He's made 4 threes. He's got himself 6 boards already at this point as well. And there's a K-pop star sidelines. There's a lot of stars at this game right now, and I'm not surprised. Of course, this was a hot ticket in LA tonight. As we mentioned earlier, the cheapest ticket to get in the bleeds. I mean, you're sniffing the rafters, okay? Was around $400 just to get in the door tonight. I mean, unbelievable. If you forked out $400 for this game, props to you. You better be rolling in dough. Because that is, bro. That is crazy. But there's hella celebs out there tonight. I'm sure there was plenty of agents making stuff work for that. And it's Autism Awareness Month as well, apparently. Because TNT is showing something for Autism Awareness Month. A bunch of guys are wearing special kicks. Reggie Miller and Kevin Harlan and Ali LaForce are wearing special kicks to talk about Autism Awareness Month. That's fire. We're back in action, and the Warriors won the challenge. So everything's going the Warriors' way here in the second quarter. Here's Curry now on the left side. Steps back on Vincent a couple times. Got him to blow by. Tried to bank in a 3 and couldn't get it to go. Rebound Reeves. Quick outlet to Doncic. Tried to get LeBron flaring, but he couldn't create enough space. Here's LeBron. 3 ball. Got it. Let's see if LeBron can get hot now. Cuts the Warriors' lead to 8. Curry, who's yet to make a 3 tonight, is working around the top of the key right now. Gets the screen from Santos. Switch on to Doncic. Tells Buddy Hield to clear. He wants to go ISO with Luka. Here's Steph driving. Luka is all over him. Great defense by Luka. Just made Curry pass. Now Hield to Luka. He has to get a shot off before the shot clock expires. Floats it. Did get it off, but couldn't get it to go. Kevon Looney comes up with the offensive board. The ball's all over the place now, though. Reeves stripped him. Here's Austin. Wanted to get it to LeBron. Couldn't find it, though. Push off by Austin. No offensive foul call, and he ends up paying for it with a back iron shot. Here's Kuminga bringing it back the other way. Gets it to Santos. Santos for 3. No good. Hield taps it back out to Santos. Doncic, a terrible job boxing out there. Hield was able to get the offensive board. Here's Looney. Gets it to Curry. Curry top of the key. Pass it to Hield for 3. No good. Rebound LeBron. That's textbook boxing out by LeBron. LeBron in transition. Gets it to Finney-Smith, who drives. Right-handed layup is good. Very rarely do you see Finney-Smith that close to the basket, but he made it count there. 40-34. Golden State lead by 6. 4:30 left here in the second. Here's Hield. Kicks it over to Santos. Santos gets it to Curry. Cutting. Crazy acrobatic shot and the foul. A reverse layup from Curry, just threw it over his head when he felt the contact, and he got it to go off the glass. So Curry has made all of his buckets from 2-3 feet tonight. And just a crazy, I mean, that was an unbelievably acrobatic shot. That'll surely be on the top 10 plays here tonight. Did the patented Kobe clap. Kobe used to always do that when he shot acrobatic shots, clapped his hands together as he threw the ball up, and Curry did just that, and it paid dividends there as he'll go to the line to try and convert a three-point play and put the Warriors up by 9, and he does just that. Chewing on the mouth guard, as always, is Curry at the free throw line, and it's 43-34 Golden State. Gabe Vincent will bring it up the floor. He's one-on-one with Hield. Flies it over to Reeves. Reeves on the left side being manned by Kuminga. Gets it to Doncic. Doncic cuts. Floats. Gets it to Hachimura. He's got a wide open 3 on the right wing, and he cans it. Rattles home for Rui. 43-37 Golden State. 3/4 of the way down here in the second quarter. Lob to Butler. Couldn't get the tap, but he gets his own board. Here's Kuminga. Short corner. Jumper. Wide open. I mean, Doncic, no defensive effort there from Luka. Concedes an easy jumper from Kuminga, and the Warriors go back up by 8. Here's Luka. Splits a couple defenders. Floats it with the right hand. It'll be a foul on the floor, though. The bucket will not count. And they're showing another replay of that Curry shot, and that really was a total circus shot. Curry couldn't even see the basket when he was shooting it right there. Talks to a couple guys on the sideline. Curry, always so fun to watch, and he just has so much fun out there on the floor. You can just see he plays with such joy, and that's something this game really needs. Curry just got his 15th 50-plus point game of his career the other night against Memphis, as Luka shoots a shot. No foul, or no bucket, excuse me. They called the foul, and Luka is absolutely incensed that the foul was not called on the shot. So Podziemski was guarding Luka. Kuminga came in to double. Kuminga found Luka. Luka picked up the officials are so unbelievably fickle with continuation nowadays, and it feels like I say this every single broadcast. That is, in 10 years ago, that is an and one and a bucket for Luka. Nowadays, for some reason, it's not. So it's a foul on the floor. The Lakers will have to restart here. Inbounding sideline. They get it to Vincent. Deep 3 ball. Rattles in and out. Rebound Draymond. Green will bring it up the floor himself. Gets it to Curry on the left side. Curry flips it over to Kuminga. Kuminga one-on-one with the undersized Vincent. Gets it to Green. Green tries to get it to a back-cutting Curry, who's fouled on the cut. Off the ball foul. 3:15 left here in the second. 45-37. Golden State leads. The Warriors will take it out near the Lakers bench. Jimmy Butler will be the inbounder. Being guarded by Hachimura. Gets it to Kuminga. Now to Green. They're looking to get Curry free. Draymond decides to get it down low to Kuminga, who's one-on-one with Vincent. Just barreled through him. No offensive foul call. Kicks it out to Podziemski. Floater with the left hand. Got it. And Podziemski's been the best guy on the floor tonight for both teams. I mean, he's really come out here and played great basketball. As my porch light just went off. So I'm calling this game in pitch black darkness. Here's Luka. Gets it to Rui. Rui, quick pass over to Vincent. Vincent in the corner, pump fakes, drives. Tried to get it to Goodwin on the other side. It's intercepted by Podziemski. Butler, jump stop at the free throw line. Gets it to a cutting Kuminga, who pops it out to Green. Green to Curry. Curry, between his legs, Euro step. Right-handed layup, no good. Wow, that was phenomenal dribbling from Stephen Curry there, but couldn't get the bucket to go, and he laughs looking over at the Lakers bench like, can you believe I just did that? He went between his legs with his left hand behind the back between the legs. Not just straight between the legs, went behind the back between the legs. I don't even know how to describe what he just did right now, but he was absolutely unbelievable. It ended in nothing for the Warriors, but they regained possession as the ball went out of bounds on Luka. Kuminga will take a breather, and Moses Moody will check back into the game. Jordan Goodwin will also check out for the Lakers, and LeBron will check back in. Here's Podziemski, inbounds it to Green. Green on the left wing, looking to hand it off. You know Draymond's always looking to facilitate. Gets it to Curry. Curry one-on-one with Reeves in the short corner. Gets doubled quickly by Vincent. Podziemski so aware. A great cut. Saw the double on Curry. Cut to the center of the floor. And got an easy floater. Podziemski, and he steals it on the other end. Podziemski's up to 16 points, and he steals it on the other end. 3-ball transition, and he got it to go. Brandon Podziemski is on fire. He's got 19 first-half points for the Warriors. 52-37, the largest lead of the game by far for Golden State. Rui Hachimura cutting. Gets blocked by Green, but they call a foul. Man, oh man, Brandon Podziemski's looking like an all-star out here tonight for Golden State. A high IQ basketball move on one end of the floor to cut on the double team on Curry to get open for an easy floater in the middle of the lane. He then goes back on the defensive end, intercepts the pass from LeBron, gets the ball himself, and hits a transition 3 on the left wing. Beautiful basketball from the Santa Clara kid. Hachimura's at the line now, and he gets the first one to rattle home. The Lakers are in the bonus for this final 2 minutes. So any foul from here on out will result in free throws for the Lake Show. 7 of 10 from the floor, 5 of 6 from downtown is Podziemski. Ruby's second free throw is good as well. Cuts the Warriors' lead to 13. Less than 2 minutes left now here in the second quarter. Curry will bring the ball up the right side. Maneuvers over to the top of the key. Deep 3-ball from Steph. Got it. From 33 feet. Makes it look so easy to Steph. 55-39 Golden State now. And the Lakers are really going to have to rebound going into half. JJ's going to have to let a fire under his guys. Here's Reeves going one-on-one with Curry. Drives. Kicks it out to Luka. Quick pass to Vincent. 3. Got it. So Vincent answers for 3. Cuts the Warriors' lead to 13. Crazy outlet pass from Green, and Moody had no chance of getting it. Draymond loves throwing those chest pass outlets from way deep in the backcourt, and he just couldn't find the target. It'll be a turnover Golden State. The Lakers will bring it back the other way. Here's Reeves bringing it up the floor. Hands it off to Luka, who's one-on-one with Moody. Cross-court pass to Rui. Now to LeBron on the right side. LeBron one-on-one with Draymond Green. The matchup of OGs. Pops it out to Luka. A deep 3. No good. Offensive board, Finney-Smith. Gets it to Luka again. Luka this time in the short corner. Euro step. Found Rui down low. Couldn't get the layup to go, but he's fouled. So Rui will go to the line for another set of free throws to try and cut this Warriors lead to 11. Under a minute left here in this first half. So Steph finally makes a 3. He'd only shot a couple of them before that one. He's now got 10 points here in this first half, but it's been Brandon Podziemski's night here at the Crypt. Brandon with an eye. Don't get that wrong. Brandon with an eye. Him and Jalen Williams, 2 Santa Clara guys. You know, Santa Clara College, of course. I don't think either of them are actually from Santa Clara. Rui knocked down both free throws to cut the Warriors' lead to 12. Here's Steph Curry now. But Jalen Williams and Brandon Podziemski, both from the University of Santa Clara. The ball's all over the place. Draymond Green saves it from going out of bounds. He now gets it to a cutting Curry, who gets fouled by Finney-Smith on the baseline. Curry had hardly any room to maneuver on the baseline, and he ended up getting hip checked by Dorian Finney-Smith. And Curry's really trying to shake it off now. There's been a lot of guys in just very uncomfortable scenarios tonight. We've had a couple guys got hit in the face. A couple guys have gotten a hit in the lower regions. Steph Curry just got his hip checked. I mean, it's been some discomfort and some pain for a lot of guys here tonight. And Steph Curry will go to the line as the Warriors are now in the bonus. Steph Curry, as automatic as it gets from the free throw line, knocks down that first one. Jonathan Kuminga will check back into the game for Draymond Green. And Dorian Finney-Smith will check out. For somebody, the broadcast isn't showing, so I'll let you know when they show it. He'll check out for, I have no idea who Dorian Finney-Smith checked out for, but it's a vibe. Here's Reeves bringing it up the floor. On the floor for the Lakers right now, as they may try to go 2 for 1. Here's LeBron driving. He does just that. He gets fouled by Kuminga driving, and he'll go to the line for 2. So 29.5 seconds left. Out there on the floor for the Lakers is Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and Gabe Vincent. So nearly the whole starting 5 for the Lakers is out there, Gabe Vincent being the only exception. While the Warriors have Jimmy Butler, the third, out there with Steph Curry, Moses Moody, Brandon Pajemski, and Jonathan Kuminga. LeBron knocks down that first free throw. Quentin Post will check into the game now. For Jonathan Kuminga. So it was a little bit of a defense for offense situation there, letting Kuminga come in with little time left in the first half. They'll go back to defense now as LeBron knocks down both free throws to cut the Warriors' lead to yet again a dozen. LeBron's now got 8 points here in this first half. It hasn't been a great first half for neither him or Luka. And that's where you have the Lakers in a hole here down by 12. Steph will hold for as long as he can. He's got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Throws up a 3 on the left wing. No good. Board comes out to Doncic. He has 6 seconds to work with. Luka driving. Luka right-handed layup. Got it. 2.6 seconds left. Curry, quick outlet to Pajemski. He can get a shot off from half court. And he makes it! Brandon Pajemski just made a half-court heave off the glass. And he has been untouchable here in this first half. The Lakers, who may have looked to have some type of momentum, getting the last shot here in that second half, going into the locker room, have all of it just taken away from them. A half-court heave for Pajemski is drained, and he has been unconscious here in this first half. 22 points for Brandon Pajemski in the opening 24 minutes of this ballgame. The Warriors will go to half up by 13. The Lakers will look to really regroup. JJ is going to have to light a fire under these guys because Golden State is looking connected and together. They're up by 13, 60-47. We head to the half here at the Crypt. Okay. That was freaking crazy. They keep on hitting half-court shots on my boys. This is... Come on, okay. Javier, appreciate you. I'm finna go for a second. I'm finna try and get myself some food or something. Or, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go inside, like, fill up my water and try and get me some food, and I'll be back before half. Before the end of the half. Duh, obviously. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. I got a cutie. I'm finna eat that and be fully locked in and filled. But not. I'm definitely not gonna be filled. I need way more food than that. To make up for the calories I burned today, because my metabolism is really too much. It's really too much. Has anybody ever said that? Has anybody ever said their metabolism is too fast and too good? I don't know. I'm just complaining for no reason, maybe. I have a blanket now and everything because it's absolutely fricked out here right now. Just totally real life-ish right now. My management of time is putrid, and because I just want to be outside as much as I can, and obviously with the sun going down later now and everything, I just stay outside for mad long. And so my time management was absolutely terrible tonight. So when I got home like, that's the freaking thing. Oh, what's up? I got home like 15 minutes before the freaking game started, and I was drenched in sweat and everything, so I'm out here in absolute shambles right now. I didn't even shower or nothing, so I'm finna die probably. I'm talking to the 7,000 people who are watching this right now live. Shout out, Mom. But so I'm just absolutely... just think about this. Think about this. The pain I am going through right now to present to you NBA basketball on that 562 radio network presented by WBE, with special shout out to KPT. You know what I mean? I'm going through it. I'm going through it right now for this. But this game has to be called. This game has to be called, and I'm here for it. Okay? I'm finna eat at least up half of this cutie right now before halftime starts. This is always what happens when I try and eat food, and I have no nails, so I'm not going to be able to open it. Frick. Shout out the two dudes, one in 2nd grade, one in 5th grade, who pulled up on me in Signal Hill today. Pulled up on me. They were just kids playing at the park, and I was shooting around at the park, and these two kids just came over like, hey, can we shoot around with you? This 5th grader was just an absolute pimp. This 5th grader was a straight up pimp, bro. He was like really feeling himself the whole time. But they had me laughing. They had me laughing for real. Freaking Anthony and Dylan. I think the older one's name was Anthony. I know the younger one's name was Dylan. Shout out to them. Shout out to the youth. You know what I'm saying? As if I'm not part of it. But I feel so freaking old. I feel so freaking old that these kids are the youth. The ceiling is the roof. These kids are the youth. The ceiling is the roof. Yeah, every single game between the Warriors and Lakers this year has been close. This would be the largest win if this score stuck, if the lead stuck at like 13 or greater. This would be the largest win of any of the 3 meetings this season. The first game, the Christmas game, was obviously unbelievable. Austin Reeves hit that shot at the buzzer. And then the Lakers won 118-108 exactly a month later. And then a week and a half later, the Lakers won 120-112. So the largest win was by 10 by the Lakers. Let me shut up so I can eat this flippin' thing. Javier, if you're still there, I saw you were playing 2K. I haven't played video games in so long because I'm dumb. And I just don't want to give myself joy. But is 2K even good anymore? Is 2K even good anymore? Because all I hear is people complain. The closest thing I get to 2K is like watching Flight Reacts act like a head ass. Sometimes on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll indulge in a Flight Reacts yelling at somebody in the park. That's about it though. anybody who's tuning in right now besides Javier, who's the boy. Javier's the homie. Javier's the game isn't back yet, so I'm just talking mess right now while I'm eating a freaking cutie. But once the game comes back, I'll be in a professional broadcaster mode. You know what I mean? So Pajemski's first half of 22 points was his highest career half. That's crazy. And Luka only has 8 points. What the frick? I'm literally not going to get a single bite of this cutie. And I have a cut on my thumb. So if I get orange juice in my freaking thumb right now, I'm going to cry on the floor. And they're already back from halftime, and I didn't even get a single bite of the cutie because I was taking 10 years to open it because I have no nails. What an absolute disaster. What an absolute disaster. Back here at the crypt, second half underway. The Warriors had a decisive third quarter. They now lead by 13, 60-47, and it's not a great start for Golden State. They nearly turned it over. Somehow they regained possession. Green drives on Hayes, floats, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 to try and get the first points of this second half. So out there for both teams, of course, the starting units. Rui Hachimura is the leading scorer for the Lakers. He's got 13. Which is crazy. I mean, it's crazy to say you have LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves on the floor, and Rui Hachimura is the leading scorer. And then on the other end, the leading scorer for the Warriors, of course, Brandon Pajemski, 22 points in that first half. Steph Curry is second behind him with 12. Draymond missed both free throws, and the Lakers come back the other way. It's tapped out by Draymond off the hands of LeBron, and it'll remain Lakers ball. Apologies for jumping forward in time there as if I had a time machine. I accidentally paused my thing, and then when I unpaused it, I didn't realize that it was like 50 seconds behind, so I put it back to life. Okay, here we go. Austin Reeves inbounds on the baseline, gets it into LeBron, who quickly gets it to Luka on the right elbow. Luka taking a lot of time to do nothing. LeBron turnaround, gets it to Rui in the corner for 3. Got it. And Rui's got 16 points here. It's been a great game for Rui thus far. He may be the guy who can bring the Lakers back into this, or, I mean, just make it close, as Gabe Vincent and Dorian Finney-Smith did the other night against the Rockets. Here's Pajemski, one-on-one with Hayes. Can he have a hot second half? Now Draymond, 3-ball, rattles home. Draymond doesn't shoot the 3 well, but he makes some big ones. Here's Jackson Hayes down low. One-on-one with Draymond and just gets bullied by Draymond. He has to pass it back out to Luka. Now Rui, spin move, baseline, pass to LeBron. 3-ball top of the key. Got it. LeBron opens the quarter with a 3, 63-53. Golden State leading by 10. Here's Draymond, floater with the right hand, can't get the bounce. Rebound Draymond, gets his own board, and he's immediately fouled by LeBron. Draymond went down as if he just got shot by a 12 gauge, but there was contact for LeBron, so it will be a foul. That was something we saw, what was it, on Saturday between the Lakers and the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. actually got called for a flop and received a technical foul for that. JJ Redick will challenge the foul call here, and we could possibly have another scenario of a flop call. If JJ Redick has decided to challenge this call, that would be unbelievable. I'd never seen a flop call fouled before. A flop call called before live, before that Jaren Jackson one, about a week ago. Cue the Vines from 2015. But we may get another one here. We see a replay. And Draymond does get hit. It looks like it was a foul on Rui more so than LeBron. We'll be back with the results in just a second. Lakers are down here at the crypt. It's 63-53, 10:09 left here in the third. Okay, Javier, so 2K is still good. See, back in my day, I'm literally 23 years old. Like, there's no back in my day, but I just love saying it to pretend like I'm old. Like, I remember growing up, like, what's my favorite 2K of all time? Dude, 2K14. I know that, like, 2K17 was great. 2K17, I feel like it was the last one I was fully invested in. Which is a long time ago. I mean, that's almost 10 years ago. Like, what the frick? What even is time? I'm eating a cutie right now. But I remember I got 2K14 when it went over to PS4. And the graphics were just so... The graphics blew my mind. How old was I? 2K14. 12 years old. And the graphics just absolutely blew my mind. That's why I, like, love that game so much. But honestly, like... 2K13, just the soundtrack on 2K13 alone makes it goated. The soundtrack on 2K13 alone makes it a phenomenal game. But I was always PlayStation, so I was on a run. Like, I had every 2K from 2K10 to 2K17, 18 probably. Which that's a pretty good run. Especially when you're, like, I remember I would always get the game late. Like, I was always, like, 2 years behind on the consoles. Like, I was on PS3 for 2 years after PS4 came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always, because we're freaking dead broke. But, like, and I would always get the game late. Like, I'd always have to wait for my birthday or Christmas to come around where I'd get a GameStop gift card so I could use the $50 I got on the GameStop gift card for, 2K. Because I couldn't just buy 2K. We're not... It does not work that way, bro. It does not work that way. Your brother took your phone so he can tell me your YouTube channel. I don't even know what that means, but it's fire, though. I think it means that he wants to know my YouTube channel. Or he stole it. Oh, dude, Javier, you still have the PS4. See, I feel that. If I was still here... I'll get back to that in a second. Broadcaster mode engaged. 66-53 Golden State now as Moses Moody came out of the timeout and drained a 3-ball in the corner. The Warriors are 12 of 25 from behind the arc tonight. The Lakers, a respectable 10 of 25. Here's LeBron on the right wing, backing down Pajemski, pink shoes and all, bully ball, right-handed hook. No good. That was well short by LeBron. Rebound Pajemski. Here's Potts. Flips it over to Moody, intercepted by Hayes. Great defense by Jackson Hayes in transition as LeBron was lagging in the backcourt. Here's LeBron driving now. Cherry pick took advantage of, and he drove on Green for the easy bucket. 66-55 Golden State. Nearly even on turnovers are these two teams. 9 for the Warriors, 8 for the Lakers. But the Warriors have been much better at taking advantage of those turnovers. They're 12-3 on the points off turnovers battle. Here's Butler. Nice spin move. Couldn't get the bucket to go about 4 feet from the hoop. Rebound Hachimura. Here comes LeBron on the right side. Gets the screen from Luka. Quick switch onto Pajemski. LeBron bullies him again. LeBron drives. Ooh, and that is a dirty foul from Draymond Green there. He horse-collared him. Now, Draymond is acting as if everything's okay. LeBron is a little annoyed, you can tell. Draymond fouled him going to the rack, but there was... Oh, and now we see the replay. So I'm live, it looked a lot nastier than it did in real time. And it looks like the officials are actually going to go to the scorer's table to see if it meets the criteria of a flagrant foul. Live, it looked like it looked like Draymond in it, like, totally didn't need to horse collar tackled, essentially, LeBron down to the floor. But when you look at the replay, it almost looks like Draymond, yes, fouled him, realized that he fouled LeBron, and then tried to almost hold him as he was going down to the floor. But Draymond just happened to grab him around the neck while he was holding him. It looks much less innocent. Oh, and they upgraded to a flagrant foul immediately. Very, very quick review from the officials there. We didn't even have time to go to a break. Draymond is pissed, of course. And he has 4 fouls here, so we're really going to have to look out. Oh, excuse me, it wasn't a flagrant foul. LeBron's at the line for just a straight up 2. So maybe that's why Draymond was chatting up the officials, because he's like, you guys are stupid for even going to go look at it. LeBron rattles home the first free throw. Cuts the Warriors lead to 10. Let's see if he can cut it to 9 now. 8:49 left here in the third. The second free throw from Braun isn't good. Toilet bowl's out. Rebound Draymond. So we're stuck at 10. The lead for Golden State. Curry gallops into the front court. Gets it to Draymond. Down low. Nice right-handed layup over Jackson Hayes. Draymond scores his 5th point of the game. Puts the Warriors back up by 12. And the Lakers can't afford to really go back and forth here. I mean, they need buckets and stops. LeBron's playing some bully ball here to start off. Jackson Hayes down low is getting bullied by Butler. Couldn't get the jump hook to go. Rebound Jimmy. And Jackson, despite the great height advantage over Jimmy Butler, just doesn't have the strength of Jimmy and got bullied down low. Here's Hayes out on the perimeter playing defense on Curry. Now switching over to Podziemski. Pods, fakes a handoff to Curry, decides to drive, floats in with the left hand, no good. Rebound Luka. Luka has LeBron in transition. LeBron with a head of steam. LeBron floats. Can't get the bucket to go, but he's fouled by Moody, and he'll go to the line for another 2. $7:56 left here in the third. 68-56. Golden State leads. As we've said, this game crucial in the standings for both teams. As the West is so unbelievably tight at this point in the season that a loss here and a win there could move you up 2-3 spots or move you down 2-3 spots. LeBron knocks down that first free throw. Dorian Finney-Smith will check in for Jackson Hayes. LeBron's really turned it on here in the third. He's now got 15 points. He can make it 16 here at the line and cut the Warriors lead to 10 once again. And he does just that. 68-58. Golden State leads. And the Warriors, both these teams made huge moves at the deadline, and they've both been, I think you could say confidently, better off for it. The Warriors, even more so, though, have been nearly unbeatable with Jimmy Butler in a Warriors uniform. Here's Podziemski, right elbow jumper, rattles out. The easiest shot of the night probably for Podziemski is no good. Rebound Doncic. Gets it over to Austin Reeves on the left wing. Gets the screen from Hachimura. Switches on to Curry. Now LeBron screens for Austin. Gets it to LeBron. Hachimura. Nice pump fake in the corner. Euro step drive. Right-handed layup is good. Great move by Hachimura to get down low. And he brings the Lakers within 8. Closing in on 7 minutes left here in the third. Here's Curry shaking and baking outside. Drives on Finney-Smith. Pops out to Green. Corner 3. That's off to the right. Rebound, Podziemski. The shortest guy in the middle ends up with the offensive board. Curry for 3. Got it! He wanted the foul call. He got slapped on the follow-through. The officials didn't give it to him. He'll take the bucket, though. Warriors back up by 11. LeBron with the head of steam on the other side. Left-handed layup is good. And now we got some fast-paced action here at the crypt. Excuse me. It was so fast that my words were fumbling out of my mouth. We have a timeout here on the other side of the floor. Steve Kerr calls it for the Warriors. 71-62, 6:42 left here in the third. The Lakers finally cut the Warriors lead to below double digits. Steph Curry draining threes. LeBron coming with a head of steam on the other end. The Lakers will look to get back into this. 6:42 left here in the third. 71-62. Warriors lead. I had a cutie in the side pocket of my mouth that whole time. Is that impressive or no? I don't know. I'm taking another bite though. Here's the junior Laker. Oh, it's a girl. Come on, girl. Yeah, I made a layup. Oh, she's just proud of herself for making a layup. There's no way she's going to get all of them, but she's got a dope Kobe jersey on. There's never girls out there. They never let girls out there for the Junior Lakers thing. I don't know what the deal is with that. They should have way more girls out there. You know what I mean? Women's basketball is popping. Forgive me as I just eat this freaking orange. No etiquette whatsoever. Prime sponsors the Lakers. I didn't even know that. I swear Prime sponsors every sports team on the face of the earth. I don't even know how they have this much money. Of course they have that much money. They're like the hottest thing in the history of the freaking world. Duh. Of course they have that much money. Okay, we got halfway through the cutie, guys. That's a pretty good accomplishment. See if I can get one more bite in. No, this is not a mukbang. This is just during the commercial break. I'm eating a flippin' cutie. Don't be mad. Okay? Don't be mad. I haven't even had dinner yet, so I'm just outside. I mean, I'm getting another bite in. Oh, frick. I'm going to have to pocket this cutie bite again. Oh, frick. They're back. Back here at the crypt. 6:40 left here in the third. Warriors lead by 9. The Lakers are starting to cut into the deficit. Here's Curry. Little shake, rattle, and roll. Got Luka to reach, and he taunt. Beautiful floater in the lane by Curry. Class is in session. Literally. I mean, he shaked and baked right there. And the chef was in his pot, putting the Warriors back up by 11. Here's Reeves. Beautiful pass by Luka. LeBron cuts for a two-handed jam. Explosive there from the 40-year-old. And Luka gets one back on Curry there with a highlight play of his own. To a cutting LeBron. 20 now for the all-time leading scorer. He's got 12 in this quarter, in the opening 6 minutes of this quarter. Here's Steph. Step back three. No good. Tried to answer. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive board. Not offensive board. Defensive rebound Reeves. Quickly outlets it to Finney-Smith. Gets it to LeBron. Down low to Luka now. Posting up on Curry. Now facing up. Cross-court pass to Rui. Threatened to skip it to Reeves, but decides to take it to the rack himself, and he's blocked by Kuminga at the apex. Here's Butler on the right wing. Butler's wide open for three. Back iron, no good. Santos just tried to tap it out, and it's an over-the-back foul. And Steph has himself a couple beautiful highlight plays tonight, even though he hasn't been, super potent. I mean, he's got 17 on the night. He'll end up hitting his season average for sure. But the Lakers have done a relatively good job defensively on him. He's only gotten 6 threes up compared to the 20 he shot the other night against Memphis. LeBron will take a breather, and Gabe Vincent will check into the game. Here's Luka now on the right side, being guarded by Looney. We have a foul off the ball. So out there on the floor for the Lakers, we got Luka, Rui, Austin Reeves, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Gabe Vincent. Out there for the Warriors, Curry, Kuminga, Looney, Santos, and Hield. So a mix of starters and bench guys for both squads out there right now. Luka's 3 of 11 from the floor, but the Lakers are still in this thing. Down by 9. Here's Austin on the left wing. Hands it off to Luka. Luka, a deep 3, and he hasn't shot well tonight. He doesn't care, though. He hits it front iron. And Luka's just the kind of player like that. He's just going to keep shooting. He's just going to keep shooting, and you can't blame him with the caliber of player he is. Here's Steph on the outside, doing work on Finney-Smith. Step back. Got Finney-Smith to blow by, but didn't get the shot he wanted. Now Steph, dribbling all over the place off his own feet. It ends up off of Rui's feet and out of bounds. So it'll remain Warriors ball. The Lakers are starting to double Steph now. They can see him starting to heat up, and they're starting to react on defense. Austin Reeves will check out of the game now. And into the game comes Jordan Goodwin. Here's Santos inbounding it. Gets it to a curling Steph. Steph in the lane. Left-handed layup is good. 75-64 Golden State. Steph up to 19. Shooting 50% from the floor. Here's Luka. Turning the corner on Looney. Down low. Has nothing. Finally gets it out to Goodwin. Great defense on the interior by the Warriors. Goodwin now drives. He's one-on-one with Kuminga. He's pivoting all over the place. Has to get it out to Vincent, who shoots it at the logo. No good. Offensive board, Goodwin. Now to Luka on the left wing. Luka slow and methodical. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drives. Gets enough space on Kuminga. Right-handed floater is good. So Luka now finally into double figures. Cuts the Warriors lead to 9, and Finney-Smith immediately fouls Curry as he crosses half court. So both the Lakers and the Warriors on front ends of the back-to-back tonight. The Lakers will remain here in LA to face the Pelicans tomorrow night. Statistically, a much easier foe than the Warriors. While Golden State will go back up to the Bay tomorrow night to face Denver. So a much harder, just on paper at least, a much harder back-to-back for Golden State than Los Angeles. The Warriors, you can argue, need this win much more than LA just on a record basis. Steph Curry, step back three on the right wing, couldn't get it to go. Offensive board, Kuminga went so hard off the backboard that it ended up in Kuminga's hands. Another three ball from Steph. He gets fouled this time, and Steph he's getting fouled. I know he's not embellishing it. He's not much of a flopper, but Steph is really, really flailing on the outside right now as he's shooting threes, as if he's just trying to really show the officials, hey, I'm really getting fouled. He really flailed on that one. Luka ended up getting called for the foul, and Curry stuck his legs out, stuck his hands out. I mean, just almost went into a snow angel there to tell the officials, hey, I got fouled. He'll go to the line for three, though. No challenge by the Lakers. First one is good from Steph. And as we look at the replay, Luka just tried to slip past Steph, as he went up for the three and just wasn't elusive enough to fully get past Curry. And Luka ends up with a tech. So Luka, too much chatter from Doncic, and Curry misses the technical free throw. And Luka's really going to have to be careful here because he's still talking even after the tech. Curry will still get 2 more free throws, though, to finish off the 3-point foul. He hits that second one to bring the Warriors' lead back up to 11. Can he make it 3 for 3 on the 3? Yes, he will, so the equivalent is matched. 78-66. Warriors lead by 12. 3:50 left here in the third. Robert Horry looks on from courtside. 22 points for Steph now. Luka driving. Kicks it out to Vincent. Pump fake. Got popped by Heel. No foul call. Gabe's going to have to do it himself. Finally gets it to Luka. One-on-one with Santos. Step back three on the left from Luka, and he gets fouled. That was a brilliant move from Luka there. He just did he had been chatting up the officials off of that Steph Curry three. Didn't like how he flailed his legs out and everything. And Luka came back on the other side of the floor and did the exact same thing in the official's face. Created space, kicked out his legs on purpose, fell to the floor, and they called a foul on Santos from behind the three-point line. So that is both basketball IQ from Luka as he makes that first free throw and total pettiness from Luka. And it ends up with 3 free throws at the line. He knocked down that first one, and even 3:33 left here in the third quarter. That's a good number right there. Knocks down the second one as well. Can he make it 3 in a row here at the line to cut the Warriors' lead to 9? LeBron James looks on from the bench as he's getting his breather. The Lakers are in the bonus now, though, so they'll be at the line for the remainder of this third quarter. And Luka gets the third one to rattle home, and he's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe in the third quarter with 3:33 left on the clock. That's pretty sweet right there. Here's Kuminga, now at the top of the key. Fouled off the ball as Curry. And there's just a lot of complaining now from a lot of guys. Bodies are flying all over the place. The pace of the game has just totally been murdered now. It was a pretty free-flowing third quarter for most of it. And now the officials have just kind of really taken the game out of the players' hands at this point. LeBron's going to check back into the game now. And it looks like there was a lot of confusion between the officials as I was taking, obviously, the air was dead there for a second. There was a lot of confusion between the officials on who that foul was on. Initially, they said Doncic. They changed it to Vincent. Curry missed a left-handed layup. It was a great contest by Hayes to alter the shot. Curry's now wide open in the corner for 3, and he flushes it. The lead's back up to 12 for Golden State. And there's plenty of Warriors fans in the building tonight, that's for sure. Here's LeBron, kicks it out to Luka. Pump fake drive on the right side. Floats with the right hand. Couldn't get it to go, but he'll go to the line yet again. Luka's getting a lot of trips to the line here. And that's how he's gotten most of his points. He's only made 4 field goals, but he's looking for points number 15 and 16 of the game. Lakers down by 12. 3:02 left here in the third. Luka's first free throw is good. Kevon Looney is checked into the game for the Warriors. So out there for Golden State, Kuminga, Santos, Curry, Hield, and Looney. Out there for the Lakers, Doncic, Vincent, LeBron, Finney-Smith, and Jackson Hayes. Luka knocks down both free throws to cut the Warriors' lead to 10. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. The Warriors have matched every Lakers bucket up to this point. Here's Santos driving. Gets it to Looney. Pops it back out to Hield on the right wing. Flips it to Santos, top of the key. Curry cuts. Santos drives himself. Spin move. Nice pass to Kuminga. Gets the foul on Hayes, and he'll go to the line for 2. And we're just playing the foul game here. The whole flow of it all has just been totally killed. I wouldn't say any fault of the officials per se. There has been a lot of fouls here in this third quarter. You can blame it on the players if you want, but the officials are definitely not letting them play right now, that's for sure. Jackson Hayes is literally smiling right now. Kuminga's the one who got fouled. Hayes got called for the foul, and Jackson goes up to Kuminga at the free throw line and says, "Did I foul you?" And he's laughing at him. Kuminga knocks down the first free throw. Ball does not lie, so obviously Kuminga did get fouled. If you believe in that theory. There's the theory of gravity, and then there's the theory of ball don't lie. They are one and the same. They hold the same status in the world. Kuminga's up to 11 points on the evening. He can make it 12 here and bring the Warriors lead back up to 12. And he does just that. 83-71. Curry will get a blow, as both teams are in the bonus now for the remaining 2:40 of this third quarter. Podziemski checks back in, as well as Moody. Here's Luka, top of the key, being handled by Moody. Now drives to the lane. No-look pass to LeBron. Euro step. Right-handed, backhanded layup is good. Beautiful 1-2 between Luka and LeBron. Results in a bucket. 83-73. Golden State leading. Here's Kuminga, top of the key. One-on-one with Luka. Gets the screen and the switch. Bad communication from Finney-Smith and Luka, and they're lucky that Kuminga bricked the 3. Luka came up with the board. Here's LeBron coming up the left side. A little pep in his step. Spin move on Heald. Nearly gets stripped, and he finally does. Pajemski comes up with it. Kuminga was a little too out in front. Nearly lost it in the back court. Now gets it to Heald. Back to Kuminga on the right wing. Sets a screen to Heald. Kuminga now one-on-one on Vincent. Down low. Lakers aren't threatening any double team. Kuminga, beautiful shot off the glass from about 10 feet. And the size matchup just really went Kuminga's favor there, and he took advantage of it. Here's Vincent. Nice pump fake. Pops it out to Finney-Smith. Wide open three. Can't get it to go, and Doe has been on the schneid tonight. Dorian's only got 2 points, and it was on a layup. Has not made a three. Heald, transition three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Vando. Vanderbilt has seen pretty limited minutes tonight. Here's LeBron bringing it up the front court. LeBron makes a move on Looney. To a cutting Vanderbilt, and he takes advantage of those minutes there with a nice jam down low. Timeout on the floor. 85-75. Golden State lead. And these teams are going back and forth. Whenever the Lakers score, the Warriors are matching. The Lakers are going to need to make some stops and get some scores on the other end if they want to get back into this game. The lead has stayed 9 or more for all of this third quarter. It's 10 right now. 85-75. Golden State leads. 109 left here in the third. Oh my God. Oh my. Dude, my toes are actually numb as frick. Like, my toes are actually numb. My toes are actually so freaking numb right now. Is it still the third quarter? Jeez. That third quarter really, like, that was a freaking slow quarter. It was good to start. It was fast. Here we are back here at the crypt. 30 seconds left here in the third. I just time traveled again. Luka's going to have to get a shot off here. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Creates enough separation between him and Pajemski, and he scores. 22 seconds left here in the third now, and the Warriors will hold for the final shot. 85-77. Warriors lead. Draymond's got the ball at the top of the key. Of course they want to get Curry open. He's got 10 seconds to work with. Luka's up to 17 now. He's got 9 in the quarter. Most of those from the charity stripe. Nice back cut by Pajemski. Green found him, but Podge wasn't ready to shoot. Here's Curry now. 1 second. Has to get a shot off. One-handed. Couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled. And the Lakers just got a little too reachy. Curry had no chance at getting an open shot there, and they totally bailed him out to end the quarter. LeBron and Reeves trapped Curry beautifully, and Austin reached in. I mean, a real break for the Warriors there, and they will take it with one of the best free throw shooters in league history at the line. Curry can bring his tally up to 28 points in these first three quarters. He knocks down that first one and can, more importantly, extend this Warriors lead to 11 going into the fourth and final frame. Second one from Curry is good as well. I just noticed on Curry's mouth guard there's a Warriors logo. I'm surprised Steph doesn't have his own. He may. I mean, enlighten me, please. If Curry doesn't have his own brand of mouth guards at this point, I don't. That's a missed opportunity. Steph, if you want a mouth guard thing, I came up with that. If you don't have a mouth guard thing, as Reeves heaves up a shot at the buzzer and it's no good. Curry made all 3 of the threes. Steph Curry, call me. Okay? Call me. If you don't have a mouth guard deal, we'll get you one. Okay? We need all these kids chewing their guards at the line. One of the best free throw shooters in history. I mean, is it the shoes? No, it's the mouth guard chewing. 88-77. Warriors lead going into the fourth and final here at the Crypt. Lakers suck? Do the Lakers suck? Are the Warriors going to win the chip? Lakers suck and the Warriors going to win the chip? Is that what you're telling me right now? Is that what this game means? Just overreact to everything. Is LeBron washed? Does Luka suck? Oh my gosh. Let's see how much more of the cutie I can get. It's just the others haven't showed up for the Lakers tonight. I mean, The main guys haven't been potent enough. Like Austin's got 11. Austin didn't score at all in that third quarter. Luka's now up to 17. LeBron's up to 22. But the others, like Finney-Smith, hasn't done anything tonight. Vando hasn't done much of anything tonight. Vincent hasn't done much of anything tonight. The guys who were doing stuff for them against Houston just haven't done it tonight. While the Warriors others have had pretty good games. I mean, Kuminga's got 14 and 8. Podziemski's got 22 and 7. Podziemski didn't score at all in that third quarter, by the way. Draymond's got his classic triple single, 5 points, 8 boards, 2 assists. It's now the Steph show now, though. He really took over in that third quarter. He's got 28 and 6 now. Rui's been the guy for the Lakers. I mean, LeBron, obviously, but Rui's got 18 on 6 of 11 shooting. 3 of 5 from deep. Rui's had a good game. He's a +2. This tells you everything you need to know. Dorian Finney-Smith in the game and Gabe Vincent in the game. 2 guys who are usually plus-minus darlings. Who are usually, the Lakers are usually doing good when those guys are in the game. They're both -15 tonight. Gabe Vincent, Dorian Finney-Smith. While Rui's a +2, LeBron's a -2, Hayes is a +3, Luka's a -6, Austin's a -2. So the starting lineup, it's not like it's bad. But with Finney-Smith and Vincent in there, it's not been good for the Lakers. Both guys have only gotten 4 shots off. And they have both only made 1. Either there's something biting my leg right now, or my whole hamstring just seized. What the frick? I'm supposed to be young. I'm supposed to be young. I'm supposed to be young. That's such an insane statement. Oh my gosh. Last bite of the cutie. Okay, and here's the big shot jackpot. Anybody who watches Laker games knows. They usually have jabronis come out here and shoot the half-court shot, okay? I don't consider myself a jabroni. I'd like to think that I'd go out there and make the half-court shot, but it's one frickin' shot. I'd probably brick it so hard. Okay, this guy's a tall dad. It's up to $55,000, the half-court shot here. This guy is probably 49 years old, maybe 53. He's 6'1", got the dad jeans on. He's lining it up. He played basketball. Last time he touched the ball was in '94. That's a good-looking shot. Oh, it was off. He was short. That was actually really good. It came out of his hand a little weird, though. But you can tell he hooped back in the 90s. You can tell this guy was on the court in the 90s, on the streets. Okay, he's trying to do it for he's there with his 16-year-old daughter tonight. Oh, he's got a good-looking shot. Oh, it's a brick, but it was a good-looking shot. So dad can have some props. Dad, if his daughter, who he definitely brought to the game, doesn't give him any love when he comes back to the seats, she's a spoiled brat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of celebs in the building tonight. David Beckham's in the building. Bill Maher's in the building. Robert Horry's in the building. Who else is in the building? Trinity Rodman, we already talked about that earlier. Pau Gasol in the building. Always in a suit and tie. Pau is always dressed to the T's. Is that the phrase? Dressed to the T's? Dressed to a T. Pau is always dressed to a T. Pau is always dressed well, basically, is what I'm saying right now. JJ Redick is absolutely pissed off right now. He's doing the sideline interview with Ali LaForce right now, and he is absolutely pissed. Professional broadcaster mode engaged. After I burp. Back here at the crypt, fourth quarter underway. The Lakers will start with LeBron, Reeves, Vanderbilt, Hachimura, and Finney-Smith. The Warriors will start with Moody, Green, Butler, Post, and Podziemski. Reeves got the three in Draymond Green's face. He hadn't scored that whole third quarter. He comes out here in the fourth and knocks down his first shot. 88-80 now. 14 points for Austin. He's shooting 50% from behind the arc. Here's Green looking to go one-on-one in the post with Reeves. Reeves doing a good job down there. Green turnaround floater with the right, no good. Rebound, Vanderbilt. Here's LeBron bringing it up the timeline. LeBron gets it to Vanderbilt down low. Pops out to Finney-Smith. Three ball in the corner. Well short. Offensive board, Vando. Gets it to Reeves. Top of the key three. No good. Tapped out. Butler comes up with it. Jimmy now being hounded by three guys. Finally gets it over half court. Here's Butler. One-on-one with Reeves. Couple pivot moves on LeBron. Gets it to Green at the free throw line. Pops it out to Post. Post is now posting up Finney-Smith. Nearly gets stripped by Dorian. Post cross-court pass to Butler. They have 3 seconds on the shot clock. Jimmy's going to have to shoot it. He does, and he makes the three on LeBron's head. 91-80. Golden State gets the lead back up to double digits. That was the first time in a while that the Golden State lead had been cut below 9, and they come back on the other end and score. Austin Reeves is popped in the face by Podziemski, who went to reach, and it'll be a foul on Pods, who did not score at all in that third quarter as well. So Reeves and Podziemski both didn't score in the third. Reeves comes out here shooting in the fourth. We'll see if Podziemski can do the same. Here's Austin on the inbound. Nice little move. Right-handed layup. No good. Great contest by Green. Totally altered the shot. Butler comes up with the board. Quick outlet to Green on the right side. Here's Butler. Butler now on the right side. Occupies the space that Green was at. Post. Pump fake from way deep. Gets it to Moody. Moody drives. Moody stripped, but he's fouled. We'll see if they call it on the shot. It doesn't look like they will. Jimmy Butler's only got 7 points tonight, but he's only shot 5 times. I mean, that's been the beauty of Jimmy Butler since he's come here. He's affected the games in positive ways. I mean, this team has been so much better with Jimmy Butler as a part of the Warriors, and they did give Moody the foul on the shot, so he's at the line. He made that first free throw. But Jimmy doesn't even have to score for this Warriors team to be great. He affects the game in so many ways, and he doesn't feel any. It seems like he's playing pressureless. It just seems like he's playing pressureless basketball. Moody knocks down both free throws to extend the Warriors' lead to 13 now. Reeves will bring it up the floor. He'll wait to touch the ball until somebody decides to press him. And there, he's walking that sucker up. Finally touches it. And the clock will start. Here's Hachimura. Gets it to LeBron. LeBron in the corner being pressed by Moody. He's waiting to make a move. Finally goes baseline. Cross-court pass to Finney-Smith. Touch pass to Hachimura. Mid-range jumper from the short corner is good by Rui. And Rui's up to 20. Here's Podziemski the other way. 3 ball in the left wing in transition. Cans it. 25 for Pods. (96-82) Golden State. Ball out of bounds off of the Lakers. Here's LeBron on the right wing. LeBron one-on-one with Podziemski. Gets it over to Reeves on the left wing. Nice jab step. Lost Butler. Mid-range floater from Austin. Got the rattle. 96-84. 9:20 left here in the fourth. Draymond Green playing point forward. Brings it up the floor. Gets it to Post. 3. Brick. Rebound Vando. Vando gets it to LeBron on the right side. LeBron now one-on-one with Podziemski. Drives. Corner. Hachimura. Vincent. Now. Reeves. Right side. Cuts into the lane. Finds nothing, though. Has to pop it back out. And Reeves is fouled by Post. No shot. It'll be a foul on the floor. And the Lakers will take it out next to their bench. Luka remains on the bench, biting his nails with anxious energy. Vincent for 3. Can't get it to go, and Gabe just hasn't gotten a feel for the ball tonight. Pajemski tries to outlet it to Moody. Nearly intercepted. Post ends up with it. Spin move by Moody, and he's tripped and fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2. Moses Moody, who's had a nice game tonight as well. But it's been Curry and Pajemski who've really put the Warriors in this nice position. 3 minutes down here in the fourth. Moody knocks down that first free throw, makes it 97-84. Jordan Goodwin will check into the game for Rui Hachimura. And like we said, the Warriors will have to travel back up to the Bay after the game tonight. The second free throw from Moody is good as well. Drained both of them. 14-point lead now for Golden State. And the Lakers are going to have to really pull off a great comeback at this point. Here's Reeves for 3. Got it. Could that be the start of it? You don't know, because the Warriors have just matched. Every time the Lakers have come down the floor and scored, the Warriors have come back the other way and scored themselves. They have not given the Lakers much of any hope here tonight. Green, down low to Butler. Butler, turnaround jumper from 5. Got it. Over the much shorter Vincent, scored easily. 100, the Warriors crack. 87, the Lakers. Reeves, another 3. No good. Tried a little heat check there from Austin. Leaned in at the top of the key and couldn't get it to rattle home. Here's Butler manning the offense. Fake handoff to Moody. Gets it to Green now. He's near half court. On the right side. Tries to float it into Butler, and it's a turnover. Draymond, a little too strong, ends up turning it over. Luka will check back into the game, as well as Steph Curry. So the superstars, JJ and Steve Kerr, will match each other with superstars checking into the game. They're going to need some Luka magic, maybe the Lakers tonight, if they want to come back in this one. Austin's manning the point, as he has been a lot this season. Bringing the ball up the floor. Gets the screen from Goodwin. Quick switch onto Curry. Austin looks to take advantage of that. Floats it over to LeBron, who now has Curry on him. 2 OGs going one-on-one. LeBron backing down Curry. Spin move with the left. Left-handed layup is good. And that may be something the Lakers look to exploit here. They've gotten 10 shots off in this quarter compared to the Warriors' 5. They're going to need to get hella shots off if they want to come back in this game. That's for darn sure. Here's Butler, jab stepping, driving on Reeves. Couldn't find room. Pops it out to Green for 3. Flushes it home. Draymond with a big 3 and looks over to his bench. Pumped up is Draymond. 103-89 Golden State. 7 minutes left here in the fourth. Reeves a couple behind the back moves. Can't shake Butler. Gets it to LeBron. LeBron drives on Draymond. Pops it out to Goodwin. Nearly turned over. Goodwin comes up with it though. LeBron now shoots. Fouled. He'll go to the line for 3. Timeout on the floor. 103-89 LA. 103-89 Golden State. The Warriors looking to move up in the standings. The Lakers trying to pull off a comeback. 6:51 left here in the fourth. Warriors lead by 14. My toes are not only the only thing numb now. Now it's it's from knee down. Everything is numb. Everything is numb. Everything is numb. I pray that there's warm water in this flipping shower, bro. I pray that when I get in the shower right now, there is warm water left. Because I know people have taken showers, and I know that the warm water could be gone. But I'm such an ignoramus that I decided to not be good at time. And didn't give myself time to take a shower before the game. Because I'm a freaking dumb. And that's a vibe. And that's an absolute vibe. Am I right? Back here at Crypto, Downtown LA. LeBron is at the line for 3. Knocks down that first one. Even though this game is relatively close, no lead is safe. We know this. No lead is safe in the NBA. But if it keeps on going like this, where both teams are just matching baskets, LeBron gets that second one to rattle home. The Warriors are going to win this game. It just seems like the Lakers have not been able to break through. They have not been able to get the stops they need to get at times, and they have not been able to get on a run. It just seems like the Lakers have not been able to get on a run really at all tonight. LeBron makes all 3 of those free throws, cuts the Warriors lead to 11. He's got 27 on the game now. He's been ultra efficient. Here's Kuminga to a cutting Looney for a two-handed jam. And Reeves and Goodwin run into each other, both trying to contest Looney at the rim, and he just stuffed it on their head. Kevon, not much of a high flyer, but he got up enough there to jam it home right below the hoop. 105-92. Here's Luke at the free throw line. Moving around. He's trapped. Gets it out to LeBron. LeBron pops a 3 on Butler. Got it. $105-95. LeBron's playing. If anyone on the Lakers is playing with a little something right now, a little battery in their back, it's definitely LeBron. You could see it in his face. Here's Butler on the right wing. Curry moving around frantically as he always does. Jimmy gets the switch onto Doncic. Butler drives on Luka. Pump fake. No foul called. Butler's incensed. Goodwin comes up with the ball. LeBron bringing it up the left side. Has enough space. 3 ball. No good. Gets his own board. Back iron. 3 ball in the corner now. Rattles in and out. Man, LeBron really was looking to get that one to go home. And he claps in frustration. Here's Curry on the other side. 1-on-1 with Goodwin. Nearly turns it over, and he does. Luka comes up with the ball. It's a 3-on-2 for the Lakers. Luka has LeBron on his left. Passed it to Reeves in the corner on his left. 3 ball. Got it. Timeout Warriors. This is the smallest lead we've had in the second half, I believe. I don't have stats in front of me, but it feels like 7 is the smallest lead we've had for the Warriors here in the second half. Can the Lakers somehow take advantage of any type of momentum they have seized? They're still down by 7. The crypt is on fire. 105-98. Warriors lead here in a big game in downtown LA. Dude, Ka has a Nick Van Exel freaking throwback jersey on in the crowd. That's fire. He maybe doesn't even know. Does he even know who Van Exel is? There he goes. And now he's twerking on camera. What ahead us. And now they show a woman in lingerie who's basically in lingerie. That's far. They went off her quick. This is the best part of watching games on League Pass, is just seeing the absolute maniacs in the crowd whenever they get on the Jumbotron. They just go ape. Like, this little girl right now is probably 8 years old. She's going crazy. Oh my gosh, this little dude right now is probably 8 years old, has a freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex with a Lakers jersey on. He's throwing it up in the air. I wonder if this is the Call Jacob fan of the game. Not sponsored. I still don't know what the people get if they win fan of the game. They got to get something. These people delayed their wedding and flew from Australia to see LeBron. That's fire. Oh my gosh, I'm hiccuping. Oh my gosh, it's a disaster. Oh, there's a freaking ginger in the crowd. He hasn't seen the sun in 12 years. Oh my god. Oh, they keep on going back to the wedding, people. That's fire. That's dope. Oh my gosh. That was the Call Jacob fan of the game, and they gave it to the people who freaking canceled their wedding. This kid who's got the T-Rex, his dad looks like Tom Brady. What the fridge? Oh my gosh, I'm not even tired though. It's just my body shutting down. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Thank you anybody who tuned in throughout this whole thing. The game's almost over. Thank you anybody who tuned in. Thank you anybody who's still tuning in. This is by far the most streamed, the most watched streamed. I don't even know how you say words. Game I've done. There's been like 400 people who have come into this thing. Like, that's insane. That's actually insane. Especially because I'm so bad at this. Like, I don't engage with the chat at all. Because I'm a professional broadcaster. Back here at the crypt, 5-10 left here in the fourth. Jimmy Butler drives. Gets it to Kuminga. Short corner. Jumper. Can't get the rattle. Offensive board. Jimmy's fouled. Fouled on the putback. Will they give him shots or not? We'll see. Kuminga missed an easy short corner jumper from probably 6-7 feet. And Butler got fouled on the putback. They'll say it was on the ground, though, so the Warriors will take it out. Sideline. Butler will be the inbounder. Gets it to Draymond, now to Podziemski. Top of the key, Reeves on him. White on white crime. Gets it over to Kuminga. In the corner. Nice quick jab step on Luka. Good job by Luka defending there, though. Podziemski, pull-up jumper in the corner. No good. Ball goes off of Jimmy Butler and out of bounds. Lakers will take it back the other way. So the Lakers get a stop. This has been something that hasn't happened here in this game. Can they score on the other end to try and cut this game, cut the Warriors lead, I should say, to 5, possibly 4? Here's Luka driving. Kicks it out to Rui. Can he cut it to 4 here? 3 ball. No good. Offensive board, Luka. Puts it back up with the right hand. Got it. 5-point lead, Golden State. It was 14-15 at one point. 11-2 run for the Lakers in the past 2 minutes and change. Here's Podziemski. Gets it to Curry. Drives. Floater with the right. Got it to go. Nice little scoop and score for Steph. He's been great from down low tonight. 107-100. 4:10 left here in the fourth. It's real crunch time now. Luka, step through, 3 ball. No good. Rebound Draymond. Met immediately by Goodwin and Hachimura. Gets it out to Podziemski. Podziemski, alley-oop to Kuminga. It was errant, but Kuminga came with the ball, came back down to the floor, and put it up for 2. So the Warriors respond immediately. LeBron is getting ready to check back into the game. It's 109-100 Golden State. Down low to Hachimura. Easy layup for Rui is good. Great seal on the undersized Curry. 7-point lead. Podziemski with the pink shoes. Brings it up the floor. 1-on-1 with Austin Reeves. And Reeves decides to foul Podziemski to get LeBron back into the game. Jordan Goodwin will check out with 3:30 left. And it is almost all the starting 5 for the Lakers. This is what has usually been the closing 5 for the Lakers. It's Dorian Finney-Smith in there instead of Jackson Hayes. Now tonight, the plus-minus for Finney-Smith has been putrid. I mean, they have been... The team has been minus a lot with Doe out there on the floor. But JJ sticking with his guys. Here's Kuminga down low on Reeves. Got it to go. Got some contact, but no foul called. He'll get the bucket anyway. Warriors back up by 9. Here's LeBron skipping into the front court. Gets it to Doe. Back down to LeBron. He's 1-on-1 with Curry in the post. Backs him down. A couple dribbles. Nice back cut from Rui in a jam. And that's one of Rui's specialties. He sees the double coming on LeBron and cuts back door for an easy two-handed stuff. Timeout on the floor. 3 minutes exactly left here in this fourth quarter. Rui has been a standout here for the Lakers, and he may not play tomorrow night with that left knee. They're managing that injury for Rui, but he's putting it all out there tonight. The Lakers down by just 7. Rui's got 24. LeBron's got 30. Luka's got 19. Austin's got 22, but the Warriors lead 111-104 behind Curry's 30 and Podziemski's 25. Exactly 3 minutes left here in the fourth at the crypt. It's so cold. I'm actually such a freaking dumb. Imagine being dumb. That's me. Imagine being dumb. That's me. This game's been going for 2.5 hours. I mean, it's going to end up going 2:45, which is a pretty long NBA game. But it's a national game. You know how it is. They always get more commercials in somehow, some way. What do I have for dinner? I'm not going to be sitting down eating dinner until probably like 10:15. What do I have for dinner? Do I just be an absolute menace to society and like make something super fat? Or do I just eat grains? Oh, let me know in the comments below. Is that what a YouTuber's supposed to do? Let me know in the comments. Back here in LA, 3 minutes in the fourth and final frame to go. Warriors up 111-104. Curry's at the top of the key. He's guarded by Finney Smith. They get the switch onto Luka, but Finney Smith didn't give up easily. It's tapped off of Luka's foot, ends up in Kuminga's hands. Wow, nearly turned over by Curry. Here's Steph now with the ball on the right side. Step back three. Over Finney Smith. Back iron no good. Rebound Hachimura. Luka's on the floor. Kuminga's on the floor. It's 4-on-4 coming the other way. Luka and Kuminga finally come back into the front court. Reeves hands it off to Luka top of the key. Quick chest pass to LeBron in the corner. Nice jab step and drive on Green. Floating. Tried to get it to a cutting Finney Smith, and Dorian just wasn't open enough. LeBron turned it over out of bounds. Warriors ball coming the other way. And it just has not been a night for Dorian Finney-Smith. The fact that the Lakers are even in this game right now with Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent having not produced much at all is somewhat surprising. Here's Curry. Hands it off to Green. Quickly back to Steph. 3-ball. Got it! Another double-digit lead for the Warriors. And the Lakers have done everything they can to try and cut back into this, and the Warriors have just matched everything. Here's Reeves. Gets it to Hachimura. Now to LeBron, who's got 30 on the night, 22 in the second half. Can he make it? 25, he does. 3-ball in the corner from LeBron. On Draymond Green. Cuts the Warriors lead to 7. Under 2 minutes left here in the fourth. .33 on the evening for LeBron James. Steph Curry on the right side, one-on-one with Finney Smith. Kuminga coming to set the screen. Finney Smith fights over it. Curry has room. Gets it to Green. To Pajemski. Pump fake. Step back. 3-ball. Got it! Brandon Pajemski, who was unbelievable in that first half, did nothing in the third, has come out hot here in the fourth quarter. Reeves, a deep 3 from 35, cans it. 117-110. The Lakers are going to have to get stops now. Time is not on their side. The Warriors looking to melt clock. Curry's trapped at the half-court line. Nearly loses it. The ball's all over the place. It's a foul. No, timeout, excuse me, timeout. The officials stopped play, and Steve Kerr wisely, one of the best coaches arguably in the history of the league, calls a timeout. 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. There's 9 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. Warriors up by 7, 117-110. Lakers trying to make a comeback here at the Crypt. Both OGs, 33 apiece for LeBron and Steph. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Steph's done it in other ways too. He's not been great from 3 tonight. Yeah, Luka's been the only weak link, low-key, in the big three. Rui's taken over Luka's production. A great game down the stretch here in Los Angeles. It's lived up to all the hype, really. 117-110, Warriors lead. Inbound to Butler. Spin move on Reeves, and he's fouled. Austin had no chance against Jimmy there, backing him down to the post, and Butler, so sly, ripped through and got the reach-in foul, who go to the line for 2 to try and extend this Warriors lead to 8, possibly 9. It's not been an insane scoring night for Jimmy, but it hasn't mattered. The Warriors have led a mass majority of this game. Knocks down that first free throw, and what matters now is just Jimmy being Jimmy Buckets here, knocking down hoops in the clutch. We have a couple... No subs, excuse me. Just a lot of guys moving around on the free throw line. Jimmy has cracked double digits, though. He's now up to 10. Can he make it 11 here? This is his first trip to the line tonight as well. The Warriors are also in the bonus for the rest of this game, so the Lakers can play the foul game if they need to without killing any more time. Jimmy knocks down both free throws. It's a 9-point game. The Lakers are going to have to go for quick twos, and they're going to have to shoot threes. 1 minute left here in the fourth. Here's Austin. Step back three. Sets his feet. Got it! 119, 113. Exactly 57 seconds left. They're full court pressing on Curry. He picked up his dribble early. Draymond now gets it to Pajemski. Pass down low to Kuminga. Kuminga couldn't get the layup to go. He bricked the layup down low. Luka now on the left side. Luka bringing the ball up the floor. One-on-one with Butler. Step through. He gets stripped. And Draymond comes up with the ball, and LeBron gets a little intentional foul on Curry in the backcourt. And a huge defensive play from Draymond Green on Luka Doncic. And like we said earlier, and a totally clean strip by Draymond. I mean, just a beautiful defensive play from Green. And no wonder he's the odds-on favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. That is a Defensive Player of the Year kind of play right there. He may have just sealed the game for the Warriors. Steph Curry will go to the line for 2 to try and make it 8 with 37 seconds left in the game. He makes it 7 there with that first free throw. And Draymond is loving life right now. He's smiling, he's laughing, he's talking all the trash in the world because he just made a phenomenal defensive play. Curry trying to make it 35 for the night. Nails it. Timeout Lakers. 121-113. We'll stay here. 37 seconds left here in the fourth. Curry vintage tonight, coming off a 52-point performance against Memphis. Drops an easy 35. LeBron has been phenomenal as well. I mean, if anything, it just wasn't a good night for Luka. It wasn't a good night for Luka. And as we said before, the Lakers have already clinched the season series against the Warriors. So they have the tiebreaker in that sense. But the division is still up for grabs, which is another tiebreaker scenario. And the Warriors winning tonight, they will come within a game of the Lakers, and the Nuggets will go back above Los Angeles, I believe, in the standings, just based off of win percentage. Here's the stats for tonight. 18 for Kuminga off the bench. 7 of 12 from the floor, had a really good game. 8 boards as well, was a +9. 28 for Pajemski. 28, 8, and 6 for Brandon Pajemski. 8 of 10 from 3. This is a guy who shoots 34.5% from downtown, went 8 for 10 from 3. Of course, a great game from Curry. Draymond Green, just a phenomenal defensive play. He'll almost certainly, if he's in Defensive Player of the Year talks, he'll almost certainly be all defense. Reeves got another 3 to go. We're back, of course, obviously. We stayed here the whole time. Trapped is Curry in the backcourt. Green gets it stealed by LeBron. LeBron back out to Reeves. 25 seconds left. Finney-Smith, can he make a 3? No good. It's tapped out by Hachimura. Finney-Smith comes up with it. And he turns it over immediately. Doncic and Finney-Smith ran into each other. 15 seconds left, and Curry is fouled. Wow. The Lakers had a real chance there. Great full court pressure. Reeves came out of the timeout, drained a 3. They had great full court pressure on the Warriors. LeBron came up with a steal. Reeves couldn't hit another 3. They get it out to Finney-Smith. He couldn't hit the 3. Rui Hachimura did a phenomenal job tapping the ball out into the hands of Finney-Smith, and Doncic and Dorian ran into each other, and that may just be the game. Curry knocks down the first free throw to make it a 2-score game now. 6 points. The Warriors lead. 15 seconds even. Curry knocks down both free throws. The Lakers have a timeout, and J.J. Redick will use it to advance the ball. We'll stay here once again. And, oh, man, LeBron is grimacing on the bench, almost thinking, man, we almost had him there. We almost had him. And this is a playoff game right now. This is a playoff game. This has just been, especially in this fourth quarter, this has been a brilliant back and forth. Even though the Warriors have held the lead the whole time, the Lakers have really shown great determination, and it's been a valiant effort from them. They may just come up a little short unless they can pull off. If the Lakers can pull off what the Bulls did against the Lakers a week or so ago, that seems like the only way they're going to win this game right now. With basketball nowadays, you never know. Who knows? It could happen. The Lakers are up by 5 with 10 seconds left against the Bulls in Chicago a week or so ago. Is that a couple weeks ago now, maybe even? With 10 seconds left. They were up by 5 with 10 seconds left, and they lost. The Lakers are down here by 7 with 15 seconds left, so anything is possible. But they're going to have to score here on this possession, or this game is over. And I don't know if you can afford to get an easy 2 and play the foul game again, because Curry's going to find a way to get the ball and get to the line. He's so quick on his feet. We'll see who inbounds it for the Lakers with 15 seconds left. LeBron will inbound the ball. They're running that football set that J.J. Redick loves to run to create space. Here's LeBron. Finally gets it in. I mean, that was close. Reeves from way outside, way off. And Kuminga comes up with the board, and the Lakers aren't going to foul. The Warriors just have to get it above half court, and they will. Podziemski will end the game with the ball in hand. And what a phenomenal game by Brandon Podziemski, Stephen Curry, and the Golden State Warriors. They come into crypto and take a huge game from the Lakers. The Lakers could have really taken a stronghold on that 3rd seed, and the Warriors did not let them do it. That's a final here at the Crypt. 123-116. The Warriors take the dub. Dub City now 20-4 with Jimmy Butler in the lineup. A perfect 13-0 with the starting lineup of Stephen Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, Jimmy Butler the third, and Draymond Green. 13-0 with those guys. Nobody wants to play these Warriors in the playoffs right now. The Lakers will be back tomorrow night here at Crypto against New Orleans. We'll try and come back against what is objectively a lesser opponent, while the Warriors will fly back up to the Bay, presumably tonight, to play Denver tomorrow night. Tough back-to-back for Golden State. They take the first half of theirs. The Lakers will try and split their half tomorrow night here at the Crypt. That's it here from my backyard. Fake from Los Angeles. You know I'm not really in LA. I'm here in LB. Great game. Great game between the Warriors and the Lakers tonight. The Warriors win it, though. They move to 45, and 31 on the season. The Lakers fall to 46 and 30. For nobody who's here right now. For KJY, who's somewhere right now doing something. For my dad. For everybody who was in the chat tonight. For anybody that watched this tonight. I appreciate you a ton. Signing off now. Warriors win 123-116. That's a final here in LA. TMC. Good night, everybody.